Hello, one and all. Welcome to the AAA meeting episode 325. And I'm sitting in here by the sitting room by myself, but Drunk will be along shortly, as will Sinatra, I'm certain, and we can all be here. In the meantime, I'll just hang out with all y'alls. Just got that pinky asking, hey, you feeling okay? You're starting early. I'm not early. This is on time. What the hell? I'm feeling judged badly and badly judged. You hurt me, Pinky. But in any case, yeah, it's Darth Mando Polly is alone. I'm not alone. I'm here with all y'all. What? It's fine. Got the gayest person on YouTube to hang out with, and Mike Savage, St. Michael, and all the regulars are here. Who else? I've never known how to say it. Sure, you Gospel. That's why I always call you just Gospel. I hate butchering names, and here we are. Fake Gamer Cat, as I always say. Hey, I'm a fake gamer too. Let's do. Uncle seemed to be muted. He seemed to be muted. Oh, hold on. Did arrive. Give me a sec. Here. Oh, yeah. Well, if he's muted, it's his own fault. He is muted. You're right. Allure. Polly has sighed. Yeah, well. So were you.
And then I saw that you were server muted.
Hello. Then when I went and looked, I'm like, well, no wonder no one can hear him. He's muted himself. What am I supposed to do about that?
Yeah, so like, I go and like fucking, put my wallet in the other room and everything. My budgies are chirping. No one wants to hear that. So it's if just in case you unmuted the server while I was gone.
Budgies?
Yeah.
You have budgies?
Birds, parakeets.
Yeah.
Budgies.
Oh, I didn't know you have budgies. Okay.
Well, you never asked. No one really thinks, hey, by the way, do you have any budgies?
Well, see, that's what was odd about you saying, well, you never really said. Well, it's like, well, I wouldn't have asked if you had hamsters neither. I just wouldn't think of it.
So you don't care you care if I got budgies, you don't care if I got hamsters?
I don't think whether or not you've got either.
But now you know I've got budgies, but you still seem woefully unconcerned about my current hamster status.
You would have to tell me if you have hamsters. I use it.
You'd have to ask.
Do you have hamsters?
No.
Goldfish?
No.
An otter?
I've got you, babe.
Gold City Librarian, thank you for the $3. The fuck is this? Go It Alone week? It's no. It's the week of timing for that which we wish it was better. There. How's that for a Franken
Yeah.
sentence?
Yeah, no, Franken sentence. I like that. Apologies for the lack of Drunkle podcast on the Monday, guys. I had a stomach bug or something, and I was just really reveling in the body's ability to completely purge itself when it feels diseased.
All right. Sickness happens, man. The spirit was willing,
Yeah,
but the flesh was weak, and you weak, bro. But that's okay.
dude, it
I've
was
been there
so weak.
myself.
It was if someone else is hosting, I would have been like, okay, fine, I can I could just sit there and fucking contribute when I can,
Mhm.
but I couldn't host, mate. Jesus, the amount of energy it takes to throw up, fucking hell.
Uh, it does. Now, being somebody who suffers from vertigo, and anyone out there, I know there's a few people in chat who have vertigo. If you end up, I'm not trying to be graphic, but yeah, what do you want from me? If you end up being nauseous and vomiting, you can feel like you've done stomach crunch day,
Mm,
3 days worth of stomach crunch day in one day. Because you spent the
yeah,
last 6 hours flexing your abdominal muscles unknowingly. You know what I mean? You can't sit up. You're in so much pain.
you start sweating.
Mhm.
And I don't mean like just a little bit of summer's dew on your back. I mean you are sweating. The shit is rolling down your fucking spinal cord, just
Yeah.
to let you know that you are not enjoying this.
And you know that it had been really serious when you get what my mom calls Kennedy face, burst capillaries on your cheek and your nose.
Oh, thankfully I've never had that. It felt like
Yeah.
my eyes were gonna pop, but then the poos came.
Okay, we're gonna forget about that.
Well, it was a stomach bug. It's just like your body just goes right, everything out.
Right.
And fucking up or down. It's just going out. And it was just a very, very exhausting day.
Fair enough. Lamented dad joke guide. Thank you for the $3.
Nice.
The other day, I argued philosophy with a sewing needle. We didn't agree on everything, but he had some good points.
So,
Yeah.
no, that was another so.
No, I get it.
Oh, you did? Yeah, okay. All right. How you doing, Polly? Happy first contact day.
And to you as well. Have you ever been to Bozeman, Montana?
Practically live there.
You're asking me?
That's
I
where
know all the
got my
bartenders and shit, man. I walk into grocery stores and give people the finger guns. Everyone knows Drunkle and
Right?
Bozeman. I just
Try and keep me away. Good lord.
For those who have no idea the fuck we're talking about, in Trek lore, today is when first contact happened, when the Vulcans first landed on Earth, and they landed in, of all places, Bozeman, Montana.
But it was, they made first contact with us because today was also the monumental occasion where we hit Warp 1 for the first time.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Zephram Cochrane. Un-American.
So, yeah.
So first of
what are
all,
aliens always
fuck
get
you,
to-
New York
oh.
Times, for suggesting there was anything sinister or homophobic about what we said. So you can pound sand.
So I've got 6 new donations down there if anyone's interested, by all means. Gary Verlaine, thank you for the 325. Let's start with this one. Dexter, what's this button do? It gets Megyn Kelly telling the New York Times to fuck you.
Hitty, get out of my laboratory.
Who doesn't? I don't know. There's something, it's like Sam said, there's something particularly sexy about Megyn Kelly telling someone to fuck you. And it's even better when it's the New York Times.
I don't know. It sounds like you got some of that humiliation fetish.
No. It wouldn't work if she were saying it to me. You know.
Would you feel a bit put out? You'd be like, come on first contact day? It's a day of celebration, Megan.
I've watched clips that people have played. Like, can you believe this pay piggy shit or whatever? Humiliation fetish shit? And I'm like, how is this even remotely attractive? You know?
I can believe it. It's just not for me.
I can believe people are fetishized or attracted to anything because people are weird.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
that particularly is like, okay, whatever. I just,
Like, if it exists, someone's gonna get off to it.
yeah.
You know, there's people. You ever heard of ecosexuals?
No.
There's people who are sexually attracted to trees and shit.
I was hoping it was something not like that.
Well, I mean, look, come on. I wouldn't have brought it up if it wasn't.
I was
heinous
hoping it
and
was just people who wanted to have sex when they went camping. But no.
Mm.
But speaking of the donations, there it is. What? $3.25. They all have new written beside them, so you can't miss them. See, I helped. I mean, Drunkle, think about this for a second. Fuck you, Fuck you, New York Times. At 8:25, there's Pennywise Rubdown.
Right.
At 12:75, we have Overcharged Electric Car, a personal favorite. At 13:50, Goodfella Otter.
Oh, I like the sound of that one.
Yeah. At 17:50, Pinky was asking about this one. Is the new donation ready? And that's it. 17:50. Get out, hippie. She helped on that one. There's Pinky voice in it.
Oh,
yeah.
I want Pinky voice.
And then the big one at 18:50, Petty Oil Thugs. Big fan. Big fan. Yeah, 6 new ones down there for anyone who feels so inclined. And if you haven't already and also feel so inclined, hit that like button or share us on social media, which is no more difficult than going and finding the tweet that I already tweeted and retweeting it.
Tis but a click away.
Mm-hmm.
I see people in the chat there saying Sinatra the late one, no sin, all of that. No, he's taking his kids to the museum. He said he's going to be a bit late.
Yeah. He said a little bit late, but not very. And I was, all right.
But having an education day.
Yeah.
God bless them. They need it.
Yeah.
I homeschooled by Sinatra and Shelley, so fucking hell. Those poor kids.
Anytime they manage to get out, it's a good thing.
Absolutely incredible we managed to get to Warp 1.
Yeah, well, following World War III and whatnot.
Yeah, that comes in about 40 years from now, doesn't it? Seems about right.
Well, we're ahead of the timeline. We had it back in 2018, remember? World War III? I remember World War III.
Oh, yeah, it was almost World War III, yeah, apparently. According to Twitter, anyway, not at all anyone overreacting.
I'm Sagittarius. What's your sign?
Shut the fuck up! Say Christ is Lord. Say Christ is Lord. Say it. You say Christ is Lord. Get out!
Ew, harsh.
Calm down, Shia.
You didn't even give her a chance to say it.
You talked over the beginning. She's asking what his sign is. I'm really spiritual. You have a great aura. Gamer Villain, thank you for the 1750. Well then, what's this one? Is Shia freaking a fuck out on a hippie bitch. Good times.
I LaBeouf. And he's very good at playing the freaking out character because he's generally just got a freaking out kind of personality.
Yeah.
He will not divide us. What the fuck, Shia? Shia LaBeouf.
He barely yelled it. That was he just sort of mumbled his way through the whole thing.
No, he would not divide. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, they just do it.
Oh, the just do it. Yeah. I forgot about that.
That's your second Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I've got
donation as well. Is this
it's
what you
true.
want to admit to the class? Or?
No, what can I say? Shia's when re-edited is awesome.
We were just saying, if it exists, then someone's going to get off to it. Are you a Shia LaBeouf fetishist?
No. But you know what? I did ask somebody last night if they had seen or heard of the film that's clipped from. Shut the fuck up! You're right. He's good at freaking out. And they said no. And it's like, have you seen Maniac? And I'm like, no. I think I heard of it. It's where he plays a killer. I was like, that's right. And she goes, yeah, unless you're interested in a lot of full frontal Shia, don't watch it. I'm like, okay, I won't watch it.
So first of all, fuck you, New York Times, for suggesting there was anything sinister or homophobic about what we said. So you can pound sand.
Yeah, nothing homophobic about what we said. Polywords and all. Am I right? That's right. Okay, drop it.
Pound sand means to walk off, doesn't it?
Pound sand? No, get fucked. Yeah. Go fuck sand. Like, fuck off.
Oh, it does actually, because I've always pictured that. Pounding, as in punching. So like someone to strike the floor defiantly.
Yeah, no, it's
and then raise their clenched fist to the sky, going, nah!
I've always kind of taken it as a fuck off. Get out of here.
Yeah, but apparently it is go fuck the floor.
Or the beach.
Or the beach.
Or both.
You son of a beach.
Welcome, Sinatra.
Hello.
How's things?
Good. It was an unexpected time at the museum. I
Is
am.
that the sequel to Night at the Museum?
I am quite the unhappy.
Can you believe they
That with
actually
the kid,
wanted you to give donation money when you walked in? Fucking
No, you had to pay to get in. It was like
Really?
$20 a person to get in.
oh,
Wow.
Yeah, and then what they didn't put on the website because I was talking about it last night, and I'm like, it's gonna be like 70 something dollars, whatever. And someone hit up the 7777 and said, go do it. I said, all right, shit, yeah. What they didn't tell you is that the parking garage is $13 an hour to park in.
Jesus.
So that was an
That
extra
sucks.
$33 on top of the already inflated price.
And of course, you're wandering around the museum with fucking 3 children
And
as well, which is
it-
a stressful time in itself, right?
It was, well, we were at the science center, so there's a lot of like hands-on activities, shit like that you can play with, you can do. And the last time I went there, which was a long time ago, everything worked, everything was fine, it was great. Half the shit didn't even work. And then, of course, you know, we're there hour 3, and the kid's like, I'm hungry. Like, okay, let's go to the fucking cafeteria, get some food. Fucking $60 just to feed these little shits. And we didn't get anything
Yeah.
fancy either. We just got chicken sandwiches and fries.
It's just museum food.
well, hell.
Oh,
That's horrible, man.
Remember the
I
last
am
time I went
so...
to? Remember the last time I went to the Smithsonian Museum? Like it was Museum of Natural History.
Ooh.
And
I've been there.
have you? Cool.
I have, yeah. And
Yeah.
Air and Space.
Nice.
That was cool.
Air and space is
Yeah,
sweet.
that was very cool.
Yeah. And you didn't have to pay anything, and none like the Portrait Museum.
Our
whatever the-
art museum is free. I think the I don't know if the natural history one is, but I know our art museum
Partners
is
are
free.
nothing more than petty thugs. On Earth, petroleum once turned petty thugs into world leaders.
These are not showing up for me.
Yes.
It's not just a speed run to get rid of your guys' channels. Mine too. I... Thank you, Garoline, for the 1850. One day my boyfriend wakes up early, and this is the one where I was going to go down to the grocery store in literally an hour. He cooks with 9,000 dishes, and I have to do what I have to do whether or not I eat it. So he cooks 9,000 dishes with 9,000 dishes. You don't eat anything, and you're still.
I do that.
Yeah. Do you make Shelly wash the dishes like Valine has to?
No, I can wash my own dishes.
I'd feel
I
put
can.
upon if I were you.
Doesn't mean
Valine.
I do, but
No. And to get a few of these, Donkey Punch Bandit, thank you very much for the $5. Hey, fellas. I was just waiting to get off work. Till then, subjecting the warehouse to the best damn meeting online.
Yeah.
I like the idea of us being broadcast through an echoey warehouse. I'm okay with that.
As do I.
Yeah.
Echo. Mr. Warris threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish. He said, Warris. Goo 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 to you.
Steve Dave, thank you for the 325. What this do? Yeah, just Megan Kelly tells New York Times, fuck off. Worth hitting again and again. Well,
And have sex with the floor.
yeah. Well, unless it fixes the fucking ratio, then I think we might have wasted your time, see puppy man. Smash the like button, or the cold I got is going into your car's AC filter, dipshits. That's something I never thought of. Having a cold and going around and coughing into everyone's cabin filters.
That's a special kind of evil.
Yeah, well, that's just bio-warfare in the form of a prank, isn't it?
But they can't get you for it.
They could try.
And they will, but they can't do it. I like that we got the Star Trek one on First Contact Day. I think it should all be Star Trek donations today.
But it...
Funny how? How am I funny? I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you? What the fuck are you looking at? What the fuck?
He's too cute to be angry, Joe Pesci.
I love to say, what the fuck are you looking at? That's brilliant timing.
Right when he looks at the camera. That was not easy, my friend. That's...
So
Never
first of all,
mind. Thank you for
fuck you, New York Times, for suggesting there was anything sinister or homophobic about what we said. So you can pound sand.
Carefully, thank you for the 1350. This better reflect my fucking sentiments to him. Yes. What the fuck are you looking at? When he's wondering why you haven't washed his 9,000 dishes. Yeah. Mr. Walrus, thank you for the 325. Walrus, he says. Walrus.
I've got a new one at 1669. Well, I don't think you guys have seen it. It's been up for about a week, but I think you'll enjoy it. It's pretty good. It might even get me to watch It's Always Sunny.
Really? It's from there?
You haven't seen it?
Yeah, I have not.
Dude.
The patio
That's like my
furniture is
go-to
right.
show.
If you just got here, by all means, hit that like button before a certain chat member gets angry and starts threatening y'all's lives. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you are so inclined, you can just go over to the Twitter and retweet the twit that I sent out. Hopefully Sinatra did so.
Yes.
Yeah, do exactly what he just did.
Lie.
Yeah. So.
Hey, it's retweeted now.
Context,
He was just
please.
ahead of his time.
Context on what?
Context for what?
Yeah. Tell me the context. I'll tell you.
Meghan?
I'll tell you what it is. Oh, Meghan Kelly?
Yeah.
If y'all don't ever watch her podcast, you can call it a podcast. It's just what she did on Fox News, just on Sirius XM now as a video podcast, right? But it's still basically the Kelly file from Fox News, just now called the Meghan Kelly Show. Anyway, because she's on Sirius XM, she can be herself. You know what she took off from Lent, Sin?
Her top.
Oh, she just
Oh,
took off.
No, what she took off from for Lent, what she gave up. For
What
Lent.
she just took, just like, right, Len, I'm giving up work.
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought he meant.
She gave up cussing. That's how much she
Oh, did
swears
she?
on her show. Yeah, and it's fun to watch. It's like Meghan Kelly fucking cusses like a sailor, and without really meaning to. It's like she has to consciously watch herself, and that's why that gentleman would. It's like, holy shit, for, a multi-millionaire lawyer, former lingerie model. You sure have a filthy mouth, lady.
I feel that. Like, I don't think... Because I used to teach acting to kids, and I could just, like, press a switch in my mind and just stop swearing. But then I started doing YouTube, and it has become a part of my vocabulary, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like, to the point that it even goes in the middle of words. I don't think I could do it. That would be a hell of a Lent. But then, thankfully, I'm a godless heathen, so I don't have to, respect such things.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. I mean, you could give it up for your own, I don't know, betterment.
It's not really for the betterment, is it? Because I think there's, there's a certain stress relief in swearing.
No, I agree. I think
There's definitely some catharsis in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you stub your toe, you don't go, oh, blimey, I injured my lower extremity.
I know people who do
blimey.
that, actually. Like, oh, fudge. That made you feel worse, didn't it? Not better.
Sticks.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's how you get cancer. You've got to let it out.
But the context of that is just pretty much what it sounds like. The New York Times said right-wing pundits have taken advantage of this and pounced on the LGBT community and named a number of them, amongst them her. And she's like, first of all, I'm not even a conservative. And so, fuck you, New York Times, for insinuating that anything we said was homophobic. You can pound sand.
That happens an awful lot, though, doesn't it? Like, if you don't agree with 100% everything some fucking blue flag wearing twat says, then you're immediately a conservative. I've been called it many a times, and I'm very far from being conservative. That's just how the discourse is at the moment, you know? They're like, oh, you Trump supporters. Dickhead, I'm English.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, right. Like, yeah, I've just made up a place and said I'm from there.
Well, that's why I like that, or made it into a donation, rather. fuck you for insinuating anything we said was homophobic. And it's like, I think anybody listening to this stream would consider us all a bunch of homophobes and transphobes. And it's like, no, I want no rights taken away from trans people or gay people. You're full of shit. Fuck you. Get fucked.
Oh, you meant her stream? I thought you meant our stream. Right.
No, I did mean our stream.
Oh, you did? Right.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to use it as a donut. You don't think somebody listening to our stream would think that we're homophobic, transphobe, racist? You don't think so?
Darren Long said our show was bigoted.
It's possible, but I feel like if you actually listen and just assume the things that we're saying, the jokes we're saying are jokes, then they'll know we're not.
So I mean, anybody
hating on... Good.
This is anyone who's like uptight and angry and looking to fucking start something, you know, look, there's people that just troll around the fucking internet looking for fucking problems to point out as homophobic people. Thus the donation. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a meme earlier of what's that hoe who plays who's playing Ariel in the live action Little Mermaid, but because
the mitosis victim.
Yeah, right. Thank you. See, you know exactly where I'm going with it. But someone put in between her eyes, as you zoom into it, they had Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man just holding her eyes together, like at the end of the fucking. Dude, fucking hilarious. But of course, you go into the comments, and people go, "Oh my god, racist." No, that had nothing
Uncle,
to do
you
with
need to
his
get off
skin
of
color.
Reddit.
Nah, I love it, mate. I love it. I don't even fucking comment or anything. I just love fucking reading arguments and everything. Occasionally I'll go in and be like, shut the fuck up. But it's just, you know, it's also where I get all my memes.
All my memes.
I'm not on Twitter.
What a terrible place. Gospel, would I like a bingo card? Well, who doesn't want a bingo card? Sure. And actually, Drunkle, you said that Nice said on first contact day that I have a Trek donation. Actually, I've got two. Because there's also there's also 825 there, which is also Trek related. Accidental, by the way. I'm like, holy shit, I got 2 Shia LaBeouf and 2 Star Trek donations. How'd that happen?
And all of them ending in a waving American flag. I also have a Star Trek donation, Polly, at 1966.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have, and it's Always Sunny one. It's 1669.
So we're going to stop shilling lest we create some sort of singularity of greed and cause the universe to collapse in on us.
I'm ready for it at this point. Fucking $13 an hour parking. Go fuck yourself.
Seems like, bring it on.
We deserve planetary. We deserve planetary death after that fucking parking garage.
All right, Greta.
Let us.
Oh man, this. I don't know how I'm gonna survive this two week sabbatical from Dylan Mulvaney.
I think you'll be fine. You got to be kidding me.
No, there's so much shit to bring on the show.
If you can't harass and emotionally terrorize your audience into giving you money to make you stop, you don't know what you're going to do.
Are you on about Bud Lights then?
No, it's just there's videos. I'm saving it for next Friday.
Like, don't get me wrong. I admit there's a lot of Dylan Mulvaney.
I actually saw someone refer to them as an actress today.
Is that
and
what
no.
Zer is?
Yeah, but then also went, actually, has been acting trans to become famous. And as you said, Sin, didn't work before. The moment that upstanding member of society started saying, all right, I'm a girl, all of a sudden famous. So maybe there is an element of acting here.
There's always an element with these people.
You know, so Gospel sent a bingo card to me, and I'm just looking at it right now. There are an odd number of these that are stories we're going to cover today. They're all raw alerts. Major protest, meteorite hits Earth, meltdown, train derailment, Taiwan being taken over by China. Well, not that one. But yeah, there are a lot of them. Unidentified flying object, alien invasion, U.S. cities get attacked by a terrorist. Yeah, leftist count.
3?
Yeah. And a spy balloon. It's in there.
Oh, sure.
So, Drunkle, how's it been since, Friday? How's things been?
Yeah, all right. I had a bit of there's a rougher on the weekend. There was at my local. There's a girl, Crazy Laura. She is crazy. That's why I call her Crazy Laura.
Sure.
And I'm sat there, so I got a phone call. It comes up Crazy Laura. I just showed it to my mate. He went, "I'm not fucking answering that." And he went, well, "Yeah, no, fair enough. That's why you saved her as Crazy Laura." But she ran into two guys who were getting, should we say, fresh with her, and she ended up leaving with them, even though she clearly didn't want to. So there was a lot of trying to get her a cab home. And then I ended up getting a mate of mine to just kind of like, go with her to where she wanted to get. She was insisting on getting some food first. But these fucking two guys were just following her down the road. And then she, my mate texted me just going, "Oh, she's making out with them now. Like both of them." And I went, "Oh, fuck, all right, if that's what you're doing, you can't do anything with it." But I saw her walking down the road the other way afterwards. So I called her over. She just came up to me and she just went, "They were so persistent." And I was like, "Oh God, I don't even want to know what happened." But got a mate to give her a lift home, and I went with her, and then I got dropped back home as well. She was very, very grateful, very, very embarrassed, and just wanted to forget about the whole ordeal. It was a very, very trying night, Polly.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, she's a certified vulnerable persons.
Of course.
Like she actually has a card that she can show to people. So it was people who were taking advantage of her in one of the most worst ways possible. It was very, very angry, but thankfully nothing turned violent. It had great potential to do it, and priority one was getting her home safe, and that's what we did. So I had a great weekend, mate. How about you?
Yeah, it was fine. I got a hell of a lot done. More not done. Just kind of the way these things go, unfortunately.
Oh my God! There's someone in the chat called Crazy Laura just said it was traumatizing. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
What are the odds?
Sorry.
You'll be okay. It's fine.
Sorry, that threw me right off.
You all right?
Fucking what? I'm looking at the photo going, that could be her,
Okay, there. All right, so before we get into the news, Sin, other than spending money at the whatchamacallit there, the museum, how you been?
Oh, not too bad. Just doing the work. My house is lousy with children between sleepovers and fucking what's that shit called? The break time during spring break.
Mm-hmm.
I am up to my eyeballs in kids, and I'm ready to kick them all in the head.
Fair.
I've been up to my eyeballs in kids.
And that is why you're not allowed within 20 yards of a school.
I just go, "You're annoying," and kick them right in the fucking bridge of their nose.
No, the
yeah, not
family
too bad,
get-togethers
just-
and shit, and I'm like, oh my God, is this what parents have to deal with most of the time? This is terrible.
Yeah, not too bad. Just been super busy with everything. We recorded the latest Sexy Science Theater, which I'm hoping to have edited in the next few days. That should be up over the weekend, and then it was spring break, and boy.
There it is.
I'm
Jesus.
just tired in every sense of the word. Mentally, physically.
Difficulty finishing sentences.
Yeah, full thoughts are very difficult. to
No,
type.
I hear you. That's how it gets when you're tired, right? It's like you start talking, and all of a sudden, yeah, I just used up all the glucose I have in my brain. Give me a second, it'll recharge.
I'm mainlining a fucking Kickstarter right now, so hopefully we'll get something going here in a second.
Yeah, I am also feeling the wear of the day was up relatively early, at least for me. So, extra large 7-Eleven coffee here. You know what I love about 7-Eleven? They got the little fucking machine there that puts out espresso, and I just did the air quotes. It's not very good, but whatever. You take your extra large cup, put it under there, put 2 double espressos in there, and then go over to the dark roast coffee dispenser and
2 doubles, so 4 espressos.
Yeah. You never had a dark roast with a shot of espresso in it?
Not from 7-Eleven.
No, that I didn't even think it was a thing until I saw some guy doing it, and I'm like, oh my god, that's brilliant. I need a shot in
Alcohol,
the dark here.
liquor, booze.
How I feel. Next 6 minutes. Hey, 6. How's it going? Thank you for the $2. How's the weather up there, man? A lot of tornado fuel making its way east. Tornado fuel. We may have some rain here tomorrow, but nothing serious. Take care, man. Yeah, you take care as well. In lovely Texas weather, you miserable bastard.
I mean, man, that tornado on Friday that just appeared, and that huge one that
Yeah.
you showed the footage of. Soon. Fuck, I've seen things later on. I just saw this tornado just cross the road in like a second. It was moving so fast.
Ooh, Gospel asks if I ever had Cuban coffee before. I have. Unbelievable. It's like really rich, foamy espresso sweetened with Dannemora sugar, a type of brown sugar.
Okay.
What is it called?
I forget, like Dannemora. I forget how you. I'm not sure.
Demerara?
I don't know how to say it.
I just stick with brown sugar, mate.
Demerara.
Yeah, I might as well
Well,
just.
Demerara is not a brown sugar.
Was it not?
No, it is brown, but it's a raw cane sugar.
Why would
It's
you
a brown
rob
sugar.
Valine the chance to actually somebody?
Because I am a scumbag.
Hmm.
And I use Demerara sugar for everything. I literally have a bag of it here in the studio.
So with that
I
sugar
believe you.
is what the extra rich coffee is sweetened with, and it's really good.
Yeah, no,
No.
it makes a great simple Demerara is the best sugar you can get.
A dark roast with a shot of espresso. That's some fucking wake up juice. That is.
Yeah. Places you sell it as a high test, a shot in the dark, high octane, lots of different names it goes. But I like shot in the dark because it's clever.
It's pretty good.
That advertising really worked on you, didn't it?
It did. And
Good job.
like I said, I saw a guy over there filling up his extra large cup with like just hitting the espresso button over and over again on that automatic machine. And I'm like, why have I never thought of that before? Like, it's not great coffee, but hey, I just bought 4 espressos and dark roast for $2. You know what that would have cost at fucking Starbucks? Would it have been much better? No.
But you're paying in heart palpitations, really, aren't you?
I'm willing to do what I need to do. Okay. And the $8.75 and $12.25 donations, the new ones are still up there, especially $12.75, personal favorite. So we are going to move on and start the schnews. Who's interested?
Oh, I
Yes,
am.
sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
Actually,
News
I should
me up,
probably
Daddy.
Share the screen
Otter
with you
Daddy.
guys to begin. There we go.
My
Wait.
otter from the Motter.
Almost.
Nah, not good enough. is it?
Did you see that they came out with the new Dog of Wisdom?
No.
Oh, it's good, and I already turned it into
Oh no. Oh, the dog of. Oh, I fucking hate that one.
Adatis. I do. I fucking love the Dog of Wisdom.
I know you do.
It's amazing.
Right, what we got there, Polly?
Oh, I'm just fucking around. I've
Oh, Otter of Wisdom.
yeah. Great otter of the lake. What is your wisdom? Watch in front of you while you're driving in Australia, because you could get killed. What do I mean
Some
by
sage
that?
wisdom.
Yeah, let's find out. This is two stories in one. This has never happened. Something odd about the Aussie motorway passengers. What's odd about it? Well, they're sex dolls.
What the fuck?
People have started buying sex dolls to get into the high occupancy lanes.
But do they have to like dress them so scantily clad? Like,
Well,
that's clearly a sex doll. If you give it a shirt,
Yeah.
then you'd be like, oh, it's, a blouse.
The thing that blows my mind is that people are paying like fucking $5,000 for these things. There it is. According to Adam Lee, a marketing manager for Wild Secrets, the adult retailer that stocks the $5,500 doll, this has never happened in the company's 30-year history. Okay, first of all, you've been selling sex dolls for 30 years, and this is one of their ads. Or they just put the doll in a car seat, and so people buy a $5,500 sex doll just to get into the high occupancy lane, and they're sold out of them.
It
Kind of
can't
looks like they're
save that
selling the
much
car.
time.
Right? save so much time that you're willing to drop $5,000 on it and have to explain to your wife why you bought a very lifelike sex doll?
And the clothing that follows as well. You know, like, why is there pink PVC lingerie on our credit card bill?
Yeah.
I can explain.
Yeah, Darren Root's right. They are getting more realistic. And with ChatGPT now being able to power their conversation, something's becoming obsolete here, gentlemen, and it's not us.
I was going to say I was kind of impressed that the hand fits around the steering wheel like that, but then thinking more about it, that's probably the shape of the hand anyway, isn't
That's
it?
the kung fu grip it comes with, man. It's... I love that news.au that put this together. They bothered to show some of the failed efforts that people have gone through.
I respect it.
No, officer,
he's even got the bottles of water there.
Yeah.
He gets thirsty.
Look at the giant ear on the side of this really shitty mannequin. Really?
Really?
Hey, that's at least thinking outside the box.
Like, I need a passenger, and they go looking around, and all they can find is a Grinch in their house. Right? It's like, all right, fuck it, Grinch it is.
Look behind the vehicle, though. Like, it did not work.
Yeah, exactly. I think the green might have given it away. You should have gone like this guy. At least it looks like somebody trying to catch some Z's or something, you know? So, like I said, it's 2 articles in one, right? So you got the people with the sex dolls. There's a sex doll. You see, Sin, they're on the wrong side of the car here because weird land.
It is very weird land.
Yeah.
No, they're on the correct side of the car.
But this video has nothing to do with what the article's about, but the video's great. So let's just enjoy. You're just driving down the Australian highway, minding your own business. Yeah, everything's fine.
Journey's going great.
Yeah. All of a sudden, oh my God!
What the fuck? What was that? Where did it come from?
Watch.
Who died?
Piece breaks off. It comes fucking flying. No chance to move. Come on, there it is. Oh, Jesus!
Holy shit!
See that?
Is that the tow hitch?
Yeah, I think it is. Which is extra scary because that'll like go right through the windshield and your head.
Yeah. Drive safe, people. Not that it... You can be driving as safe as you want here. You can do nothing.
I mean, I don't care. You'd have to be an android or some kind of superpowered sex doll to have the reaction time to get out of the way of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea why that video is attached to that article, but it is. All right.
Something about driving and getting hitched. I don't know.
Yeah. Things bouncing up and taking out people who weren't suspecting it. Reminds me of the $12.75 donation.
Oh.
Hint.
Subtle. Very subtle.
Well, you know. I was
Just
inspired
saying,
by
hint,
the presence
hint.
of the master.
Oh, Sinatra?
What?
Scott, it ain't me.
That.
I'm subtle as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Like a brick through a
Give
plate
me
glass
money!
window, man. Did you hear the Republic of Tuva is giving 3,000 horses to the Russian soldiers to maintain their supply lines?
Horses.
What'd I say?
No, I'm clarifying. Horses.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for Russia right now, is it?
No, but I was thinking about it. 2 things occur. One, what the fuck is the Republic of Tuva?
Yeah.
First of all.
What the fuck?
I mean, I didn't know Tuva was a country, let alone they had a republic.
Yeah.
I thought they used a king.
I've never even heard of a tuva. Is
Yeah.
it treatable?
They look...
Chinesey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, I know Mongolia runs right up against Russia, so there's got to be hinterlands bordering between the two. Are you like a Mongolian separate protectorate region? I don't know. So anyway, they're giving them horses to maintain their supply lines, which you know, whatever. You're gonna blow up the horses?
You can. Oh, the Russians are going to eat the horses, aren't they?
I would.
There you go. It's 3,000 horses to make sure your troops can get food.
Mhm.
Oh, fantastic. We've been given meat.
Probably better than their MREs. Could you blame them?
I'd eat horse.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah.
So you ship meat? Well, this is great. No, those are transport. You ship meat? That's great.
Well, I
You're just not expecting these back, right?
Yeah. I love that. It's all right. Thanks. Then 3,000 horses. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of fucking horsepower. Sorry, guys.
It's a lot of
But-
burgers.
It's just
like you picture 3,000 horses like in one room.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, I watch a lot of Yellowstone, and you'll see like an entire herd of cattle, and it's nowhere close to 3,000 head of cattle. Nowhere fucking close. Yeah.
He's counted.
So what are they going to do? Are they going to ship them there by train, or go like the cowboy route and ride them there?
A bigger horse.
Yeah.
They're all on the back of a much, much bigger horse.
Well, okay. How many horses do you think a Tuvuvian cowboy can rustle himself?
One Tuvian cowboy?
Yeah. No, like, I mean, one
you
Tuvian
probably,
cowboy
like-
to how many ride those horses? Because you're not going to have 3,000 people ride out 3,000 horses. Because when you get there, what are they going to do?
Probably rustle
Extra meat.
10 of them, but to one person, maybe.
20 to 30.
Molly says 40, but remember, we're not talking about American cowboys or Australian, South American, Canadian cowboys. We're talking about Tuvuvians. So
The Republic of Tuva people.
Yeah.
They fought a war. Yeah, 20 to 30, I'd say. But it's not like driving cattle, you know, because the horse is faster than the cattle. The horses. They've all got exactly 1 horsepower.
I don't think that's how that
You know?
works, but
It is. A horse has exactly 1 horsepower.
no.
It does.
No.
It does.
If this were fucking Noir Bar, we'd be looking it up and spending the next 10 minutes arguing about units of power, okay? You're lucky this is not Noir Bar, because I'd take you to
I am so
NASCAR
lucky,
this
yeah.
shit.
I thank myself every day.
Because that's how we get to 5-hour streams, which we did on Friday night, by the way. Dude, go listen to Sam and I ramble about everything. Like, so, you know, Perth has a lightsaber club, and there's a demand for a ladies-only lightsaber club.
Huh? If there's a demand for it, by all means.
Isn't
do
that
it.
the LGBT community?
Well, not necessarily, as long as they're women. However, they're defining that. Because they don't want men in there toxifying their thing. Do you want to see their awesome lightsaber skills?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch.
Oh, wow.
We'll do the whole spinning thing. Stop
is-
spinning.
This is worse than the new movies.
Oh, God.
Right.
You guys, why don't you practice like actual fencing or something insteed of this choreographed
That would be better,
nonsense?
wouldn't it? Yeah. It's too much spinning.
Like, seriously, ladies, practice actual fencing. It's fun. I've done it. It's great.
You ain't got to worry about breaking the props.
Especially because yeah, exactly. They got to slow down with their little fucking oversized rave glow sticks here.
That's why it's the fat. Stop spinning.
Yeah. I love when she gets a hold of the other's lightsaber and starts like the double spin, and it's like you could have, you know, like the Grievous Error.
Just burnt your
donation.
fingertips off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut yourself into pieces.
Gave yourself top surgery that time.
So, but she like she's cut down her opponent, and she can just like walk away staring at the lightsabers, like, oh, okay, that was fun. Does this even work up a sweat?
No, it's just heavily choreographed, isn't it? There's not actually any combat. That was basically dancing.
Yeah.
Like fucking Jon Snow throughout 8 seasons flourishes his sword like 3 times. Like they did it more in a fucking 33-second clip.
And Lupus Alba sums up perfectly. Go to a kendo class, for fuck's sake. I've done it. Well, somebody wants to say I've done fencing, I've done kendo and kenjutsu, and I can tell you what happened the first time that I had a match in kendo after I've been doing it for about 2 months. A 16-year-old girl beat me senseless. The tiny little Japanese thing. Slight little
Oh
girl.
god, see now you're making it sound hot. For fuck's sake.
Oh
Polly.
man, she was like weighed maybe 90 pounds. That little. When she cracked that shinai down on my head, I thought the whole fucking world had shook. I felt the floor give way underneath me. It's a
cybernetic.
It's a fantastic thing that it's not age related, it's not size related, it's not strength related. It's skill focused. So you have these women who want to do this lightsaber thing. And it's like, why wouldn't you go do kendo where it doesn't matter whether you're a woman or not? You wouldn't need a women's only kendo club. You could kick the shit out of guys twice your fucking size. Because swordsmanship is about skill.
Yeah.
Because
so then they might use the
inclusion, diversity, something, male-dominated culture, something.
That's the thing, though. Like your capitalism says, if there's a demand for it, then there's money to be had there. So fuck it, yeah, go for it. It's gonna be shit, and you're kind of giving them the impression they're being active when they're not really doing much. But from the point of view of the person who's charging them to come to the classes 3 times a week, fucking go for it, mate.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. It's like I'd be the entrepreneurial guy there and set up a women's only kendo class, and all through a female friend of mine is like a subsidiary to make them think, why not? If you guys are willing to pay for this stupidity, because it comes across a lot more like a Star Wars social club than anything related to lightsaber fighting. Do you know what I mean? You're wanting to LARP. This is a LARPing group.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing here is a whole bunch of lightning strike. Remember?
-9.
All right, moving along. This is a scary sin, but it relates to some stuff we like talking about. A 37-year-old man is killed after the gun is stolen from his holster while waiting in line at a gas station. Fuck.
Holy shit.
All right, I'll give you the elevator version, right? The guy's just standing in line at a gas station. Dude standing in line behind him and snatches his fucking gun. And Buddy gives chase. Immediately, oh my god, nightmare situation. Worst case scenario just happened. Somebody snatched my pistol out of the holster. He gets outside, chase him down, and the guy who stole the gun, his friend, steps out of the car that they arrived in and starts shooting at him. And that guy's dead.
Ooh.
The gun owner is dead.
What was the motivation here? Because
I want your gun.
But they already had one.
Exactly. But I want another one. As senseless as it all was.
And as the gun
owner, remember,
here,
Polly, if you ban legal gun ownership, these crimes will stop.
Oh, of course.
Right. It says a couple of things. Like, if you do CCW in any kind of way, Jesus Christ, get yourself a retention holster. Or have it, if you're going to do pocket carry or whatever kind of carry you're going to fucking do, make sure it's not possible for someone just to snatch your gun like that. That's bad news.
One of those little clip things on it's got a little wire on it that people use for their passes to get into the office. The thing is, at some point here, this guy was now unarmed and chasing someone who had a gun.
Yeah.
Like, what do? You can't let him get away with your gun. Or would it be best to let him get away with your gun and just report it as soon as possible?
You know what? Drunkle, that's a fair question. You know what I'm going to tell you? There's no way to know, honestly. Yeah. Because let's say his buddy wasn't there. It's like, after the situation is over, did you survive and get your gun back? Then it was a good idea. Did you not? It was a bad idea. There's no way to know.
Yeah.
I think everyone would want to give chase to the guy who snatched their gun. I think that would be your first immediate. It would be mine. And I don't think...
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't think any of us would expect that he had his armed friend waiting outside, because it wasn't planned that they were going to steal your gun. It was a crime of opportunity. It just so happened that he showed up there with his buddy who was fucking armed. It's just so...
It's a difficult call to make, honestly, because if they turn around and shoot somebody and ditch the gun, then that's on you as the owner. You could be like, it was stolen. They're like, okay, well, how do we know that? You didn't report it stolen. So your knee jerk is going to be to chase him down.
Speaking of guns.
Sir, do you have the time? Oh, wait, you shot me!
Gamerline for the 750. Thank you very much. This is why I'm against open carry.
I was That was literally my next thing.
Yeah. Well, a few people in chat have reasonable suggestions, like Engineer MK, always carry your piece forward on your hips. Yeah, if you're going to hip carry and it's visible underneath your shirt where someone could just reach up and grab, at least if it's forward on your hip and then somebody else's shoulder holster. Yeah, I defy you to grab my shoulder holster pistol, even if I'm open carrying. Good luck with that.
What about a second gun?
Oh, I'm a big fan of the backup gun.
Yeah.
And the backup gun.
Yeah.
I was talking to Valine about that. What if she was aware our laws in Arizona for carrying more than one pistol at a time in the place where it's constitutional carry? So then I was surprised. It is a patchwork of laws. Just because it's constitutional carry, different states and even different counties will have different laws as to whether or not you can have more than one pistol on you. Interesting, huh?
Huh.
I automatically assumed. Yeah, don't assume that. Check first before you carry a little Ruger LCP would be mine of choice.
This is where the Dread universe has something to say, because if you disarm one of the judges, then it's like no one else can use the gun. It's like tagged to their biosignature. But then also, do you want your biosignature in order to, the government owning a copy of your fucking DNA just so you can use your own gun? That's not gonna.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's not gonna go well.
Yeah. So-called smart guns are the fucking... they're the nightmare of fucking CCW people and Second Amendment
kind
people.
Of smart gun.
Yeah, because everybody who's a gun control fanatic thinks that the fucking tech is perfect and is perfectly reliable, and then why not just get this out there? I'll tell you the fucking open secret as to why they want to promote smart guns. They want to do what New Jersey did. Pass a law that as soon as a smart gun is available on the market, it's illegal to sell non-smart guns from that point on.
Oh, yeah.
Dumb guns.
Yeah. Interesting, huh? They passed a law in Jersey for tech that doesn't even exist yet. As soon as that smart gun tech is available in the state, no other guns can be sold. How many gun stores do you think stock the so-called smart guns right now in New Jersey? Not one.
None.
Yeah, because it would make all of the rest of their stock contraband immediately. And I'm not going to trust on some fucking fob ring or bracelet or... You know what I'm talking about? Where you have to have the ring on and that will enable the gun to unlock and fire. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Anything with a microchip in it.
Yeah.
30 of the time. Oh, wait, you shot me.
I love Leo's move there. He just got under the guy in time to stop him from making the dead body thumpity thump. It's awesome. Gamer Valine, thank you for the 750. It's mainly patchwork with the reservations. It sucks. Yeah, that's the way that it turned out when she looked it up. Everything's fine across Arizona until you get near the reservations, and then it gets, a little red.
Hey!
I meant red tape. What were you thinking of?
Nah, I don't know. The Englishman? I wouldn't know.
So here's the story. According to police on March 20th, Shannon Watkins entered a gas station on the 500 block of Flint River Road in Jonesboro in Georgia to buy a drink. He wasn't even there to get gas. He was just there to wet his whistle, for Christ's sake. While waiting in line, a male suspect entered the store, stood behind Watkins, grabbed the gun from Watkins' hip, and ran out of the store. Watkins ran behind the suspect and attempted to get the gun back. During the struggle over the gun, a second suspect exited a car and started firing at Watkins, hitting him multiple times. He was pronounced dead later on in hospital. Now, do you know what I have?
This is why you should just not do open carry. Like, I get it. You look cool, but you're just advertising what you have. Same thing with guys who have, like, Glock stickers on their fucking cars and trucks and shit. All you're doing is saying if you break into this car, you get a free fucking gun. That's it.
Yeah. Well, sort of. I mean, I think we have to give a pass on the sticker thing to Browning, because everyone's got that Browning stag on everything, because they just went full retard with
No, that Browning stag has been co-opted by those fake country people. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The I'm a woodsman vacationer. Let me put this on my four-wheel
Yeah,
drive off-road vehicle I've never been off-road in. Those people. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. I've got the all-terrain tires, but literally never go off pavement.
Yeah, there's not a speck of mud on the bodywork.
Yeah. But I got to disagree. You could do open carry, get a retention holster. There's many different kinds available. You have to push the button to be able to, like with your trigger finger, when you put your hand on the pistol grip, your finger falls right on top of the button. Or there's the loop over the top. There's many different kinds of retention holsters where only you can get it out of there. The problem, of course, is when you go to pull it in. Okay, Sinatra, you're standing in the fucking gas station. You're just getting yourself a soda. All of a sudden, a dude steps out of nowhere, and you've got a fucking gun barrel pointing in your face, and you're staring down a giant 45 caliber black hole. Mortal danger out of nowhere. So you go to pull your gun, and you forget to push the damn button, and your pants and the holster are coming up while you're trying to pull the gun. That's going to happen. And I don't care what anybody says about my training. I'm sorry? Struggle?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's going to throw your assailant right off. Like, man started waving his pants in my face.
Well, it just, do you know what I mean?
Make yourself look big. Make yourself look big.
I've had, when I'm running a fucking course of fire, doing USPSA, I've had, you tuck your shirt in, obviously, because you're not trying to do concealed carry. You're doing, it's competition. And pull my 1911, which has relatively sharp target sights on the back, and it snatched my shirt and brought my whole shirt up. And I couldn't pull my pistol forward.
So Polly was just whipping his nips out as his self-defense.
More or less. It pulled the shirt right up and everything, and it tore a little hole in the shirt. It was just, that fucking sucks. Can you imagine doing that with your entire holster, belt, and everything? So, yeah, you can have a retention holster, and it's going to stop people from snagging your gun, but if you need to pull the gun immediately, like I said, adrenaline changes everything. You might have trained again and again and again to pull that holster at the range, to pull from that holster at the range by releasing it first. Yeah, a gun barrel pointing in your face changes everything.
I don't know, man. I think that's the equivalent of like taking off your shirt before a fist fight. You know what I mean? Could be like, shit, this guy's real. Run.
I love all the reactions. Lupus is, I prefer the 6 gun holster coat. Yeah, just open it up. And then, Aaron Beans, no one wants to see my nose.
You get the guy from what's it called? Boondock Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Where he opens it up, he's got all 6 guns in it.
This is my order of events. Okay, it goes like this. I want main concealed carry gun would probably be, if I was doing open carry, SIG 227 45. Backup gun would be a Ruger LCP because it's so flat and light, just under 10 ounces, 6 rounds of 380. It is just a backup gun. And then the backup for the backup gun would be a Derringer.
Would you have a decoy gun? So if anyone did try to nab it, it'd be like, ha ha, you got the fake one.
No, but I do have a drop gun. That's what the Derringer's for. You wipe it of prints and fire one shot into the ceiling, because I accidentally shot this guy, but he had a gun. I'm kidding. Those are jokes, you two. They're jokes.
Because you like taped up the fucking the handle, and it's the Saturday Night Special that was hidden in The Godfather 1 behind the toilet.
It's like one man with 6 guns.
Come.
I don't see the problem here. It's like the 2-shot toddler. When you're done shooting the gun, you throw it away and grab a new one. You don't just, reloading. That's for the birds.
I prefer the Brendan Fraser approach on that in The Mummy, where he would throw the empty gun at the monster that was chasing him.
You mean exactly what John Wick does?
Exactly what John Wick does in your fucking Rasputin.
Yes.
Exactly. But not what John Wick does.
No.
He just drops his accidentally.
That's a very different skill set that man has.
You guys just reminded me of something that I'm going to use for a donation in terms of running out of bullets and what the guy does with the gun. Okay, I'll do that later. But no one's hit the 1275 yet, which is still waiting there for someone to see if you're interested. This story continues because I wanted to see who the suspects were. Notice it didn't name them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it y'all? Because more than one man is a y'all.
Yeah.
It's a y'all.
Here's the people in question. Do you know how many click, 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 click rabbit hole things I had to go through till I eventually found on Fox, of course. There's the suspects, and they've been arrested now. And yeah,
Well, good.
you want to talk about a mitten full of fucking charges? Son of a bitch. And rightly so, but here we go. Warrants were obtained for Irvin Jr. for felony murder, aggravated assault with intent to kill, robbery by snatching, cruelty to children in the first degree, criminal damage in the first degree, discharging a firearm near a highway, reckless conduct, and possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. Fuck, dude.
Discharging a firearm near a highway is a standalone charge. I'm learning a lot today.
This is what they call the kitchen sink approach. Holy shit.
You're going to big boy jail.
Yeah. And both of them are age of majority. There is no, we are Ute offenders or anything of the sort, man. You guys are, like you said, big boy jail. Look at the sky, because you ain't going to see it for a long time, boys.
Actual prison.
Yeah, cruelty to children.
Where'd
Where'd
that come from?
There must have been a kid in the area, I'm guessing.
I mean, they are throwing the book at these guys.
Yeah. I get that more than discharging a firearm near a highway. You have to figure that's like a hunting reg. You know what I mean?
That one does confuse me, Polly.
I'm thinking like hunting regulations, because there's people that I remember my friend, he's talking about, I was driving with a friend of mine. That guy's an asshole. I'm never going hunting with him again. Why is that? Because he's driving along and he sees a deer right off the side of the road. He's driving. He pulls over, leans over, pulls out his rifle and says, "Man, don't. And yeah, with 1 foot on the fucking ground, the rest of him in the car, ass still on the seat, cycled his bolt action and fired from the driver's fucking seat.
What a douchebag.
Yeah. And he's like, man, was it worth it to take a shot at a fucking deer for both of us to go away all day? Come on, man.
Jesus.
He's like, I'm never going hunting with that guy. I think it's for shit like that. People that try and hunt from the highway. Because I can't think of another reason it would be a thing.
Well, and for throwing the book, what is the lowest of the low right here? Oh, and also he was wearing some fucking knockoff trainers, so forgery.
Yeah.
Get him for fucking everything. Screw it.
Oh, you know what just occurred to me? And should have before. Let's say since you and I go out shooting, like just for like informal target practice to shoot at soda cans and whatnot, and we bring a shooting tree with us. Oh, if we do it too close to the highway and it's dangerous, it's a charge. We just pull over to the side of the highway and we don't go very far into the woods. We're only like, 100 meters off the whatever. And they've got it set up. No, it's got to be a minimum 1,000 yards, that kind of thing.
I wonder if it's like you're pointing toward the highway. That's the issue.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like Drunko and I are both like discharging a firearm near a highway.
That's the only thing I could think of is it's got to be toward a highway.
Yeah. And then the second guy, Kenderion.
Ken Darrington.
Oh my God, you're right. It is Ken Darrington. Oh, Jesus.
That is a fucking Sith name, if ever I've seen one.
Darth Darrington.
Oh, that is great. There you go, chat. In case you need some names for your boys. Double R's. Is the other 18-year-old male identified himself? Oh, he turned himself in, the second guy. And he got charged with felony murder, aggravated assault with intent to kill, robbery by sudden snatching, and possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. Can you imagine the heat being so heavy because of the dumb shit your man did or whatever the fuck, that you're looking at first-degree murder charges and you still turn yourself in because when they catch up with you, you're dead.
Get your ass.
Yeah. You're either going to be...
And they will.
Yeah, you're either going to the hospital or the morgue. So I might as well turn myself in.
You're probably going to get... that's going to go in your favor for turning yourself in as well. Not by much.
Yeah.
But it will go in your favor.
I'm willing to bet if this guy had a reasonable lawyer, they'd already say, all I saw was somebody chasing my man coming out of the fucking store, so I thought he was attacking him, so I shot in, defense of my friend. It's like, okay, buddy. Uh-huh.
Hey, you're assuming this guy has a lawyer.
And...
You're trespassing.
They don't believe you.
What?
What's
he saying?
Says that it's wrong for one man to own all this. He says you should share it with all the people.
Yeah. This is America. We don't share land here.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the big $45. Nice amount.
They don't
Best
believe.
caliber. If I ever have to brawl a meth head, I'm going to take my shirt off before. I mean, my bra covers more than bathing suits, and crackheads will worry about my sanity.
Fair.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. If I saw a woman squaring up to fight, and she just pulled her shirt off with no regard, you understand what I'm saying? Like, just did it like the way a dude
No,
would?
I want to see. I want to see her Hulk Hogan the shirt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's not bad at all, actually.
And then she starts fucking flourishing with a toy lightsaber. Oh, fucking.
You either got a Hulk Hogan it or Alex Jones, like in my 1776. It just rips it from the top to.
And she just runs away.
Thank you very much, Feline, for the 45. Greatly appreciated. Because John Dutton, am I right? Hell yeah. So I just found out some sad news. Kevin Costner's done after the 7th season of Yellowstone.
I think we talked about this like 2 months ago, that his wife was trying to get him to quit.
We did, and it was a shitty clickbait headline, and that was the point in bringing up the headline. One, I just want to talk about Yellowstone because it's awesome. It wasn't that his wife was, if you were like, that's what the headline said, but really it was just, you're spreading yourself too thin. Him and his wife are both producers, and they're dumping their money into a series of 5 Western films, and it's like, she's saying, hey, at some point you're going to have to cut yourself loose of Yellowstone because of all of these other Westerns that we're producing. It's like, that's not really the same as like, oh, just quit the show, is it? It's like way more Costner Westerns to come, which is fantastic. I mean, that guy's developing a serious body of work in fucking Western frontier shit. We got Silverado, Wyatt Earp.
It's good that the Westerns are coming back as
Amen.
well. That's
Up top, drunk.
a genre that disappeared. Up top.
And I gotta tell you, like, why I think they're coming back is, honestly, I think partially. Hey. Fantastic.
It is fantastic, but now no one in Russia will be able to see this stream. Damn it.
Gamer Valine says that one was supposed to be a John Wick. You can empathize with fighting crackheads. We don't need to talk about that. I'm not sure statute of limitations is up, but thank you, Valine. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you.
And if you want to do the deep dive on Yellowstone, I highly recommend it because there's Yellowstone proper, Yellowstone 1883, Yellowstone 1923. There's an entire
Beigestone.
Yeah.
Can we get a big thank you to Valine?
We can. Valine!
Yellowstone is on my... It's on my... Sorry. To watch. I'm just working my way through House right now.
Okay, fair enough. But inspired by Valine, I'm going to jump forward to this other story because she's talking about fighting meth heads. So, can you imagine somebody stealing your fancy RV? That one? And when it's recovered, they turned it into a rolling meth lab?
I've seen a show about this once.
They're so pissed, and there's no one to pay the refurbishment fees, whatever you want to call it, reconstruction fees to turn it back into like a mobile home. I mean, that thing's got to be going for like $250,000, wouldn't you say? Look at the size of it.
Absolute monster, mate. It's got horns.
I can't imagine the size of the fucking various batteries to run things, the fucking septic system in it for the bathroom.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
It must be unbelievable just to, the fresh water supply in it. I don't even understand all the fucking stuff that's involved in having a mobile house like that. You know what I mean?
It is a roaming abode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine opening up some panel on the inside of a vehicle, and it looks like your fucking circuit breaker board in your house?
Yes, because most cars have those.
Tiny little ones that are about the size of what?
No,
we're talking
probably
full-on
like
120 circuit breakers here, not,
This thing's most likely got fucking Jeffries tubes in it. I need to see a human for scale.
No, these things are fucking massive, dude.
Yeah, 200 to 450, depending on the interior, as Seneco says. Yeah, I would bet you're right. Unfortunately, don't you hate when you got news stories like this and it's mostly the anchor taking up all of the fucking space? It's like, we want to see the pictures inside, and they don't show many. Because the owners just want to complain that their RV was stolen, and when recovered, Jesus Christ, the whole thing had been stripped out, all the furniture ripped out of it. So the expensive interior, Seneco just talked about, gone. Who even knows where the fuck it is? And they didn't arrest anybody. It was just found, left somewhere. Oh, brutal.
What a waste.
Yeah. You know what I just thought of? They're probably still fucking paying that thing off.
Oh, dude, those things they can go up to like $500,000, if not more.
That just blows my fucking mind. I didn't even think of that. That's like a tour bus, St. Michael. Yeah.
I mean, it literally is, yeah.
and very aerodynamic, too. It's just a wall headed down the highway.
Yeah, it's just a moving rectangle.
So, yeah, I wanted to jump ahead to that story just because.
Is that considered a luxury RV?
If it's not, I want to see one. Luxury one.
They go up to $1 million.
That's a road yacht.
Yeah, actually.
Like, I'm looking at used ones right here. 2022 for $1.6 million.
Oof.
That's
some of those go
walking
for
around
a
money.
mil, Jacoby. Yeah, I could believe it. I mean, my God, there's probably a fucking jacuzzi at the back, you know?
M4, just the thing about John Wick 4, it's about 3 hours of action and 30 minutes of talking. 2 where in 20 minutes in, I was loving the action that happened. Not going to spoil it, but it's a very good fourth movie. I'm going tomorrow, hell or high water.
Nice.
It's just a thing that's happening no matter what.
Want to see a woman fail to steal a car?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yakety yak, lady. Okay, she just carjacked somebody. Now, this is her attempt to get away with her stolen vehicle. You can go forward? You can go back? Again, what? Make a call. Do something. You just stolen that car from somebody.
Time to go.
All right, there you go. Hit one car. Ripped a door off. Hit another car.
Oh, God.
All right. Okay, now zoom away. Oh, or hit that truck. Okay, hit the truck.
Oh, my God.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Clip the same white car.
Some stereotypes are based in truth, aren't they?
Holy shit, lady. She never even attempted to pull off and for the getaway. Didn't even try. Let's watch that again. Hit the person with the, or push the person out of the way who had the phone. Who's recording all this.
Just unfettered brilliance.
We're getting out of here. Okay. She got the wipers going. That's a good thing.
Hazard lights are on.
Yeah. In case the rain starts, she's covered. It's just pull away. Pull away. Or go backwards and rip the door off twice and hit that sedan. Okay. Poly full screen it. Okay, I will. Boom. Like, what's stopping her from just... That whole way is clear off to the right here. Pull... Gas, lady. I'm not trying to help you carjack, but fuck.
Come on.
Jesus Christ.
God.
Okay, and boom! That has got to be the worst part right there. You pulled straight forward, and instead of going where it was clear, you went right into a fucking truck.
It is a straight line.
Yeah, just boom, right into the truck. Or SUV, I guess it is. I don't think I need to tell you. They caught her.
Yeah.
They could have just followed the trail of bodies and broken cars.
Right? Oh, we got another pile of smashed glass and a missing fiberglass fender sitting over here. I think we're on the right trail, boys.
It's like following, when Sonic runs, how he gets that little bit of fire behind him. It's like following that around.
All right, as we did the Lakeview family. All right, Victoria police officer pleads guilty to misusing his position to pursue sexual relationships.
But he's wearing a mask.
Can't do anything, can you?
Yeah, this is people say it's fine for people to track you electronically in all the various ways that they do through your smartphones and whatnot, through the stupid little app that you get at fucking Arby's or wherever the fuck that you get a free sandwich every 20 times you buy, and they're tracking all your information. You say, well, who cares? It's only so they can sell you more products. The companies that buy those lists, they just call them information packets, are on the open market. They're on the commercial market to be purchased by companies to sell stuff. And people think of it like, oh, well, I get these tailored ads in my Gmail now. I get these tailored ads on my phone when I'm looking up something on Amazon, for example. Where do you think they're getting that data from if they didn't personally mine it themselves? The commercial market. Well, no, the commercial market. Where do you think the police are getting their records from that populate their intelligence files? The commercial market.
This guy.
No, the commercial market. They're buying from the same fucking place. Why wouldn't they? Wouldn't you? So when you're...
Do you not?
when people are, I don't care who tracks me, it's not about tracking you. It's about tracking us. All of us. Because there isn't a widespread political will against it, politicians don't care to stop it because we don't care to stop it. Don't think of it as you. Think of it as us. Because once it's in their hands, they've got it. And now can use it for anything. Like when you are talking to your friend who went to Washington, D.C. to protest, and now you're connected to a January 6th insurrectionist, for example. See what I mean? It's like, well, how do they even know? Because of all the information packets that were purchased on the open market and then distributed to intelligence fusion centers throughout the United States. That's how. Because local and state law enforcement are all hooked up through the federal fusion centers. And where do they get their intel from? Everywhere, including the open market. So I'm done bitching, but this is why you should be opposed, even if you don't care for yourself. It's not about you, it's about us. And you never know when someone's going to be, like this scumfuck here, going to be abusing the authority of their position to try and date your sister. Brett Johnson, 42, pleaded guilty to 10 charges of misconduct in public office for offending against 9 women between 2010 and 2019. He engaged...
Wow, guy just kept trying. Fucking hell.
Yeah. He related, one charge related to Johnson engaging in a sexual relationship with a witness of a crime, while 2 others related to pursuing intimate relationships with vulnerable women. So he went to the Law Enforcement Assistance Program, or LEAP, a database that contains sensitive information, including license details, photographs, addresses, phone numbers, and details about interactions with Victoria Police and everything else that they can get. And found they're vulnerable. How? Well, they're of the right age. I know where they live, and I know what to talk to them about, and I'm a trustworthy public official. Jesus. That's a predator, isn't it?
Yeah.
Technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Sounds like a predator. Somebody who goes after the weakest thing they can with the highest chance of success. Yeah, predating.
It sounds like something that these people would normally be protecting, the kind of behavior that they are more okay with than not.
You know what makes me really angry? I picture this big fat gutted bastard here arresting people with a righteous fervor for being perverts.
Oh, dude, this guy revels in his job when he gets to kind of oppress somebody else. You know he does.
Can you imagine this guy talking to some dude who violated a restraining order? The woman got a restraining order against you. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Meanwhile, he's using police intelligence files to look up broads. Fucking hell. Sin, one time
None
we
of
should
it's
talk
okay
about...
till you get caught.
Right. And you can be a self-righteous prick about it until you're exposed for being a fat-gutted scumbag with a fucking, I'm just going to say it, Nazi haircut. What's with that, man?
Yeah, he went for the Peaky Blinders, but they gave him a little too much blinder and less peaky.
Well, yeah, right? All said. One time, Sin, we should talk about the amount of people from the NSA who have been charged criminally for misusing PRISM files, like, U.S. domestic intelligence surveillance, looking up.
You mean giving average people the access to this personal private information is not a good thing? Oh, wow.
No, I mean, it's NSA employees doing it.
They
were looking up the person they were dating, the person that's dating their son, etc., etc.
It's giving, how do I word this? It's giving power to people who should not have it and telling them, no, don't do anything bad with this.
Yeah. Because once they have it, that's my concern. It's like, oh, well, we created these intelligence files because post 9/11. Right. And then the Biden administration came to office and decided that anyone that doesn't agree with them is an insurrectionist. Oh, no. Look at all the information they have at their fingertips. This is fucking a nightmare. Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's almost like you're starting to pay attention, guys.
Oh, so we did the carjacking, we did that. My shit's all out of order. I don't deny it. Hey! Don't steal fingers from terracotta soldiers. Don't do that.
Dude, I just saw this on Twitter.
What? Why?
Yeah. Drunk. Man stealing thumb of terracotta warrior statue at Franklin Institute party accepts plea deal.
I mean, who hasn't done that?
Yeah, I know. He's going to face a maximum of 2 years in prison and a $20,000 fine. Yeah, that's what he could face. That's not what he got. So he was standing there and at a party that's a liquor-fueled party, and he throws his arm around the terracotta soldier and snaps his thumb off.
Oh, so it
right.
was an accident.
No. He did it deliberately, just while he was drunk.
Come back.
Mm-hmm.
So, the detectives gave him the finger.
Okay, that was all right. Rohana pled guilty to charges of interstate trafficking, which carries a maximum of a 2-year prison sentence and a $20,000 fine. The federal charges were dismissed against him. Theft and concealment of an object of cultural heritage from a museum could have kept him in prison for up to 30 years.
God damn.
He'll be sentenced April 17th. According to charging documents, Rohana entered the Terracotta Warrior exhibit, which had been closed and roped off during the museum's booze-fueled after-hours holiday party. He allegedly put his arm around the cavalryman and took a selfie with the sculpture before breaking off its thumb and placing it in his pocket. You asshole.
Give the man a hand.
Yeah. And people get all bent out of shape because I fucking touched the Lansdowne portrait. I mean, that wasn't even close to what this guy did.
Yeah. But, I've got in trouble for, poking things in museums, but I never broke any of it off and tried to take it home,
Yeah, I didn't sneak into areas you weren't allowed into and, take selfies.
Yeah. I didn't lick the Mona Lisa or anything.
I did get a selfie with the Lansdowne portrait that I had touched, but...
No flash photography.
You know what? It's funny you say that. I have a picture of me standing next to the Declaration of Independence, the original one, at the National Archives in the big hall where they've got it. And there's no flash photography in there. And that was the intention. My friend holds up his fucking camera and takes a picture and flash. And the biggest, burliest dude steps out of a little alcove and goes, hey, did you once more? And he grabbed him by the back of the neck, goes, once more, you're out of here. Put his hands on him and shit. And I was like, whoa. I now refer to that as the purloined photograph.
Presumably, you've already got the photo. So,
yeah.
You got away with it, really, didn't you?
I did. He did, too. But I'm just kind of standing there watching this go down while I figured it was going to be a dark picture, and that's going to be life because the lights are way the fuck down low in there. And I don't even really get, honestly, why they have this thing about no flash photography. because the glass that they're in front of is UV reflective, et cetera, anyway.
It's because they want to sell the postcards in the gift shop on the way out.
Right. You know, that is where I bought my replica of the Declaration of Independence that's hanging on the wall right behind me. You've got a point, Drunkle.
Replica, right, Nick Cage? Replica.
When do we get Polly's hands on history? That was such a bad joke. I'm going to go state to state just touching things. And yeah. It's just going to be Polly touching things he shouldn't touch. Hands on history with Polly Dub. So here I am at the British
Museum.
Call it
polyfondles.
Ooh.
And speaking of things that I might touch in the British Museum,
which is free to go to, by the way.
Yes. The Elgin marbles. They're shut up, Greece. Just
they're
you
don't get them.
Yeah, like they're staying where they're at. You know why?
Stop asking.
Because the only reason that they're in any kind of condition, I mean, obviously they're you can see the damage right there. They're pretty busted up.
They've been in better nick. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but they've been in this, maintained condition since the British, Mr. Elgin particularly, got a hold of them and sent them home, and then they're properly curated from that day on. Yeah.
He bought them. It was a fair transaction. They weren't stolen. He bought them. And now more people are getting to see them than if they did get them. Stop fucking asking. Every time we get a new prime minister, can we have our marbles back? No, that's not how marbles works. You've got to win them.
Yes,
You do.
Okay, that's you. You win the joke of the day. That was good. That's not how marbles works. You don't win. I think Rudiger rubs.
It's cold in that museum, though, Polly, isn't it? Fucking. I was in the pool.
It annoys me. And you too, Egypt. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I said, well, don't you realize that a bunch of Englishmen came down here and robbed all of our cultural heritage? Your cultural heritage, you're a bunch of fucking Arabs. You invaded that country I don't know how long ago. And you don't have to listen to everybody in the world talking about you're living on stolen land like Americans do. That's not your fucking cultural heritage, you lying son of a bitch. Most of the Sphinx was left fucking buried up to its neck in fucking sand until some fucking Englishmen and Frenchmen came along and dug it out just to see what it looked like.
Right? Yeah. You don't take care of your shit.
I don't fucking... And then they realize, oh, holy fuck, there's a fuck ton of tourism money to be made from this. Oh, we want our heritage back. Particularly you guys can't be trusted with not blowing things up. So, no.
Huh.
Just no.
No heritage for you.
No. No culture.
If they didn't have a history of blowing things up, or, I mean, talk about the Arabs there, but the Greeks, gee, the place where nobody pays their income tax and constantly having to get bailed out by the fucking EU because you're insolvent all the fucking time. And,
we should try that.
How was your fucking tourism running before the English decided to do a whole bunch of fucking archaeology there? No.
Put you on the map with it. No culture until you finish your democracy.
How can you have democracy if you don't finish your culture?
It's a fair point you just made, though an ironic one. Until you finish your democracy, to which they could respond, hey, we started democracy. And how'd that turn out for you? It's a good thing we kept it alive, isn't it? Yeah. That's really... Thanks for the idea. You might want to pick it up again.
That'd be the least you could do, honestly.
Bastards.
They're not even good marbles. It's just that they're just old.
Yeah. It's just that they're original to the location, and the location is very fucking cool. I don't understand why they think that it... Give us back. It's wrong. Oh, we're going to pass a law that... And the law pisses me off. Whereas anything that is an item of cultural heritage and a UNESCO site cannot be in the possession of the British government or anything that's British taxpayer funded. So it doesn't name the marbles. It's a sneaky round the side way of going, oh, you realize you just passed a law that included the marbles. We'll take those back now. No, fuck you. And it...
Not happening.
Yeah. No.
Not happening. This happens every 4 to 8 years. And every time we go, no. Because you didn't look after it. Look at the state they're in now.
Here we go.
God, they're on the rebound.
On the rebound is right. I fed that into Flow Frames, an AI piece of software, to increase its frame rate so I could slow it down just a little bit so you can see the detail more. The guy's running, and that piece of the car that exploded, much like a video game, got to where he was running to. It wasn't flying at him, it was flying at where he was going to be, and they arrived at the same time.
You met him there.
Yeah.
God bless physics.
And what kills me, if you watch real careful, he's on his phone and doesn't pull the phone away from his head. He just runs, and that phone goes fucking flying when he's hit, man.
God damn.
Of course he has his phone in his head.
Gamer Feline, thank you so much for the 1275. Well, this wall get the rising sun every morning? Does this wall get the rising sun every morning? Hands-on history in Arizona can be 2 Guns by Diablo Cannon, then Confession at Chapel of the Holy Cross in Sedona. You know, other than Colorado, the place I want to do frontier history that I've never done is Arizona, because it's got the most. I mean, Sin, we could go to Tombstone, bro.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. We could watch the reenactment of the fucking gunfight at OK Corral. It was actually in a lot
That
behind
would be
OK
cool.
Corral, but whatever. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. There's so much to see in Arizona. Fuck yeah. And so I could go there and touch things.
Polly's molestation tour.
Rudiger Rubs in Arizona.
Polly rubs.
Yeah.
Ah.
That was Joshua Montgomery's line, but it's a good one. It's just, you just see me there, you know, touching the flies in that's right beside the lot where the OK Corral fight
It's just
happened.
Polly standing there with an arm over him, just.
They see me rubbing. They hate it.
A Polly Razorfist collab. I would love to do a Polly Razorfist collab, if only on Western history of the Cold War, fucking Blade Runner, that we're both super fans of, comic books, gee, any number of fucking things, noir film. Good lord. There's something that he's wrong on. What is it? Oh, I'd love to debate Abraham Lincoln with him. His recent video on Abraham Lincoln, a lot of good points, a lot of it not so much. I'll have to hash that out with him. Yeah. Anyway.
I like that this the bicep on this particular marble's blown away. I think Carl Rittenhouse got to it before the English did.
You know what always impressed me with marble sculptures, as a little side note? The when they do flowing robes that...
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know exactly what you mean, yeah. There's been some real shit. Yeah. You know, you've got the robes. It's closer to a veil going down, but you've still got the actual form of the body underneath it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just enchanting.
The way that it can, like, right here, I tried increasing the size. It didn't work. Went right off the screen for chat. But regardless, I love that about fucking marble sculpture. The undulating flow of the fabric. It's always done so fucking well. Crazy.
Dude, I can't even draw well. I don't know how the fuck these people did this.
I don't understand the tappy with a fucking chisel all day long. And then people will say, what? It's just a matter of taking your time. And I bugs me when people underrate skill involved in things. You're not just tappy, because then you got to smooth it out. It's a fuck ton of work.
God damn it.
You all right?
It hit 80 degrees today, and apparently every tree in the greater Cleveland area just wants to fuck my face.
Whoa. All right.
So first of all, fuck you, New York Times, for suggesting there was anything sinister or homophobic about what we said. So you can pound sand.
Yeah, fuck you, New York Times, just in general.
And Greece.
Yeah. Gamer Feline, thank you for the 325. The chapel in Sedona is built into one of the giant red rock mesas in Sedona. Really? Okay, hold on, let me open a tab. I want to look into that. Yeah. Yeah, very, very slowly. No kidding, Lupus. I don't know. Like Sin said, I can't even draw. I hear you. I know what you mean. It blows my mind to think of people doing that with like cold stone and being able to fucking pull it off. Anything can be stated to be easy if you want to be a dick about it. Climb Mount Everest, it's easy. Look, you walk up. You stop when you get to the summit. There, you're done. Not hard to
There you go,
describe.
get back down.
You can oversimplify if you want. Going to the moon, that's simple.
Yeah.
You point a rocket toward the moon. You fly until you get there. Then stop. What?
Where?
Or you stop really fast.
So, I have a hard time explaining and understanding what's going on here. So we're just going to show you. See the little, why can I not?
Oh, yeah, I can see this is one of mine. Okay.
One of yours what?
Well, there's cars going down the left-hand side of the road. This is from my neck of the woods.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I don't understand why this window's not cooperating with me. There we go. Okay, so let's just watch the wheelie bin.
It's giving chase.
Again, okay? Well,
wow, the police did something.
Is it? Like, is someone inside that thing driving? Watch it again. It pulls out into traffic. Like, it starts here, and it goes, and then pulls.
It's an American bin because it's on the wrong side of the road.
I mean, I don't understand how gravity did this. It just, like, and it's off.
I want to say it's wind. Because when those dumpsters are empty because of the material they're made of, they are remarkably light for what they are. And of course, we get a fuck ton of wind here. So we got like that alleyway right there will provide some sort of a wind tunnel.
Okay.
It goes around that's a post it's right next to. So the corner, it catches the corner, which turns it around, which turns the wheels and puts it on. I mean, all it needed was a blinker, and that would have been a perfect pullout for very roadworthy right there.
One more time.
Except the fact that you almost caused an accident.
Well, yeah, he's on the wrong side of the road, as I say. But the police were on standby, like they've been watching that bin,
He's up to something. I can smell it.
Hey!
That street must be on a much
trash.
further down angle than it looks like, if you know what I mean. It had just enough wind to get out there, like you were saying, and then
it's off.
Perfect
But it stops.
pullout, yeah.
But it averts the accident as well. So, whoa, careful now.
Sea otters.
Six of them.
Here. That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're looking at sea otters.
Valine, your stick figures are majestic. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Thank you, Valine. I appreciate that. God bless.
Puckhead says, been caught speeding. Very good.
Nice.
This fucking street trash, man.
So moving along, have you heard of Trappist 9, Drunkle?
I have, actually. I've read about this, and immediately I thought Trappist monks, and I went, oh, Polly.
Those cheese-making bastards.
Die!
The James Webb Telescope finds out that the Trappist system, or Trappist 7, I think it is, actually. Anyway, it's got a bunch of planets, and they're like, oh, Earth 2's there. We're going to find a habitable environment and life and what's not. And it's like James Webb is like, okay, Trappist 1, the first planet? No, it's a burned, desolate wasteland. It's sort of like Arizona.
Well, Jersey.
Right. It's only 40 light years away.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's not a lot to see, is there? They ain't got their own marbles.
Yeah. You know, like this. Imagine somebody setting all this shit up. The Getty picture.
We've probably already
fucking
been there.
time.
That's why that's why it's so burnt out. Like, we managed to land there, and the first thing they find is like, oh, it's a relic from a bygone era, and it's a fucking plastic Coca-Cola bottle.
Fuck. So, the results are show the innermost planet is just a hot ball of rock with no detectable atmosphere. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
The TRAPPIST-1 system has 7 rocky worlds orbiting a much smaller and cooler star than our sun.
Put a cross next to TRAPPIST-1 there. No, not that one. Next one.
And what I found interesting, I was talking with Far about this last night because we were watching something on the TRAPPIST system. before is like this. Okay, well, you guys are blown out of your expectations now. Why did you detect the innermost or look at the innermost one first? Isn't that the furthest one away? I'd like to hear the detail on that. Why they ended up
first rock from the sun. It's probably down to temperature, though, isn't it? Like because it's got to be like a Goldilocks planet, as they call it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like isn't from what I remember from what we were watching about that is not in the Goldilocks zone. It's only 2 or 3 planets out that it starts to get into that range.
All right.
So I don't know. That's the first one that came into alignment where they could see. If so, yeah, that makes sense. Like, no, I don't want to look at the first one. Yeah, but we're aimed right at it. I said I want to look. Like, might as well take a look.
First things first.
Yeah.
I think the Trapper system is trying too hard to be like our own system. You know, like get your own thing.
Yeah. And just keep looking. It's just more rare than you're not going to hear the news in our lifetimes or your great grandchildren's lifetimes.
Yeah, no.
You have them.
It's best just to forget about it.
Seriously. Like, Far and I are really fans of astronomy, and both of us are very frustrated by, on this one moon around Jupiter, there's the hope for a subsurface ocean, and there's going to be bacteria in there. It's like, no, there's not.
But it's fun to speculate about, because look, if you find bacteria on a planet, that is fucking extraterrestrial life.
I want to find bacteria on another planet. The amount of times that it's been predicted and failed, it's like, stop with the super exciting documentaries where we just can't wait to discover, the alien fish women.
Yeah, I'm fine with bacteria on other planets. I just don't want it coming over here. And if it does come over here, it should be coming over here to work. You know? As long as it comes to our planet legally.
Yeah. We don't want a whole bunch of people showing up on our fucking solar doorstep and just
Not in my solar yard.
Huge asteroid the size of 90 elephants discovered speeding towards Earth.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Why? I don't understand.
90 elephants?
Yeah,
is that
90.
like elephant? Is that fucking stood shoulder to shoulder, or on top of one another?
Across its widest point, the meteor named 2023 FM is nearing our planet at eye-watering
2023 FM with Honker and the Waffle.
We could be calling you. If you answer with the phrase, "We're ready to die," $1,000 is yours.
Playing only the best intergalactic rock.
Joke's on you. That's exactly how I answer the phone all the time.
It's moving at an eye-watering speed of 15.8 kilometers a second and is set to come close on Thursday, April 6th. 6. That's tomorrow, guys. The enormous space rock measures between 120 meters and 270 meters, meaning it could be taller than the gherkin in London or up to the size of 90 elephants. What the fuck is a gherkin?
It's a pickle. Also, that is 9.3 miles per second, Sin.
No, Drunkle. Taller than the gherkin in London? I hope it's taller than a pickle. Why are we talking about this pebble? What the hell's the gherkin?
No. A gherkin is a pickle. That's what you'd call a pickle. And the gherkin is a building that just kind of has that sort of shape.
Oh, so it should have said a gherkin?
No, because again, the gherkin is a pickle.
Uh-huh.
But the gherkin is a building in, I believe, Canary Wharf in London.
It's shaped like a pickle?
Sort of.
Like it's round and bumpy and green?
I mean, it's shaped like a building.
So not a pickle.
No. I think which came first, buildings or pickles? Pickles came first. I had a pickle the other day.
Now, is this a normal pickle or that jar of spreadable Branson?
No, it was an actual pickle.
Okay.
It was on Sunday night. I didn't do a Twitch stream because of WrestleMania 39 was on. Me and my friend were watching WrestleMania, so we got some booze and everything, and the shop started selling, and it is like singly packaged pickles. But these, I've never seen a pickle that size, and you got all these different flavors and shit like that. So I was like, well, I'll get a fucking pickle. I'm watching fucking WrestleMania. You have a pickle, and dude, it was fucking delicious.
Really?
Fucking lovely.
Last time I had a pickle at a restaurant, I was really, pissed. They said on their menu, our pickles are made in-house. The waiter bothered to say, our pickles are made in-house, because I ordered the turkey club. And he's like, oh, that comes with our in-house made pickles. Like, so they're really making a big deal of it. It was the soggiest, limpest, most unturgid, like, that fucking pickle had ED. It was... Who the fuck wants a mushy pickle?
No one wants a mushy pickle, Polly.
I picked it up and my fingers squeezed right into it like it was a gummy worm or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's bad. See, you pickles got a crunch.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Why would you be so proud of these fucking soft, floppy things? I don't... Fucking hell.
Right? You want your pickle to be long and hard.
Damn right. Long and hard.
And that's what this pickle was as well. And it had a spicy kick to it as well. It was fucking delightful. And it went, because we were drinking whiskey. And I'll tell you what, the flavour of a pickle with whiskey really fucking works.
Yeah, I've had to deal with whiskey pickle before. It's not great.
Yeah, I'm glad the fucking pickleback trend is
took
over
me a second,
with.
Sin.
Yeah, well, it was that soft.
Very good.
Like the whiskey pickle. Yeah. Gross. You know, I held it up and it actually sagged.
We've been there. This was an expensive bit. This was like £3.50, so about just under $5 for a pickle. But it was good.
Do you know how you rob a bank? Not like this.
With a hard pickle.
He went in there like that.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. That took me a second. I see what's going on. Because it just looks like he's just doing some business at the bank.
No, she's handing over cash because he just handed her a note that says, give me the fucking money, I'm going to kill you. Yeah.
You didn't... I mean, you wanted to wear a mask, but...
Like, you walked in with a mask on. Sort of. Just not pulled up.
Yeah.
I mean, now is the time when you can walk into a bank wearing a mask and no one's going to look at you strangely. And you didn't. And now they're
Not
looking
just that,
for
but
you.
they'll say, can you please put on a mask? You know? Like
yeah.
This
is the article
yeah,
at the
strange
bottom.
one. What a fool.
Yeah.
He's like left his fucking ID behind as well.
Didn't we
his
have
name
one where a
badge on.
dude left his birth certificate? He left it there?
That was from a burglary of a house. Yeah.
The phantom cat shavers on the loose across Britain as nearly 100 pets sheared? Yeah, that does require clarification.
Yahoo!
Well, the poor cat. A mystery thug is dubbed as the... Okay, what's going on? A mystery thug is dubbed as the phantom cat shaver has now robbed nearly 100 pets across the UK of their hair.
Why are they doxing Drunkle's rap name?
That's what the cat looked like afterwards, Bob.
Yeah, they could have shaved back that crispy-haired mess. He's targeting pets across the UK and has now sheared nearly 100 animals, prompting a nationwide investigation. The mystery thug is thought to be using hair clippers to remove the feline's fur, leaving them with bald patches. As opposed to what is thought to be using hair clippers?
I don't know, really close nail scissors. Is he collecting the fur?
Why do this at all? Poor cats, honestly. Yeah. But in just a week, the number of incidents being investigation jumped by nearly 30, with the number of cases now totaling 84.
You see, that's what happens though, Polly. It's, these kind of serial shavers start taunting the police, telling them that they're smarter than them. But at the end of the day, they want to be caught.
Yeah. Donkey Punch Bandit, thank you for the $5. There is a town 15 minutes from here called Dingong. Zaublay considered us moving there, so she could start a pickle company called Ding Dong Dill Holes. Fuck. Okay, all right. Ding Dong Dill Holes.
All right. All right.
I think we all need to be honest. Everyone would buy those pickles. They would. Dill hole pickles? Of course. Back along to where we were at. Oh. Now, here we go. Pay attention. After 16-year-old girl was shot, deputies discovered her car in water with another girl dead inside.
Mr. Holmes?
But just stop and think about that for a second. It's like, okay, wait, what? What we have here is 3 different teenagers shot in separate places who don't know each other. And one of them ended up in the other one's car underwater.
I'm doing the think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deputies in Marion County, Florida, are investigating mysterious murders of 3 teenagers. They were separately found shot when investigators said one of the victims was discovered dead in another victim's partially submerged vehicle. Authorities say they first found the victim, 16, shot and left on the side of the road. They then found her car with another victim that she didn't know shot dead inside. And then a third victim, who the first 2 didn't know, also shot dead. But yet, this deputy is at pains to say, we don't have a serial killer, repeatedly.
That seems like one culprit, doesn't it?
When you have to say, and I can give you that assurance, and some of you make shit up, and it's devastating to that family, and you need to stop, in reference to someone saying, do we have a serial killer here? Gee, I wonder why people would think that. That's twisted, man. Yeah, big think. You know, speaking of people that don't know how to effectuate themselves in the world, the suspect arrested in deadly shooting in Chandler picked up shell casings as souvenirs. Okay, so this guy, whose name, believe it or not, is Channing Vanderbilt.
Of the Vanderbilt estate?
I don't think so. I think no relation. But Channing Vanderbilt here confronted a 58-year-old man who was simply getting his mail. Went down the street to collect his mail. Channing here steps out and shoots him several times and kills the man. He hangs around the crime scene. And while police are there, he starts picking up the shell casings because he's left his fingerprints all over the cases. And claims he's just a bystander, and the only reason he was collecting the cases was souvenirs.
Sure.
I'm guessing they didn't buy it.
They didn't. They were like, yo,
He
dude.
did not.
And searched him and found the murder weapon, and he's under arrest. And so how to not conduct a bank robbery. Don't leave your mask down when you're wearing one. How not to conduct a random murder. Don't hang around the crime scene after you've done the murdering.
Yeah.
Just food for thought. Don't want people to get away with crimes. I just don't understand why they're so bad at it.
Write all that down.
Yeah.
On a post-it
Don't
note.
be an idiot.
Don't be an idiot. I think that covers it, Sin. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what else you shouldn't do?
Drugs.
Leave a lighter in a dryer at a laundromat.
Is that how this happened?
I saw this, yeah.
I only saw the video. I didn't actually get the story behind it. It was a lighter in the dryer. That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. So this guy, narrowly averting death, walks out the door.
All good, yeah. Got my clean clothes. Yeah. Very happy. Off we go.
Mm-hmm. Holy fuck! What?
I love how the clothes try to escape first. Like, shit.
Yeah.
That has to be more than just a lighter, though.
That is a really big fucking... A lighter generally would pop. Even under the heat, you would still need a form of ignition. So the gas would just expand, really, and it would just be pop. But there's actual fire going on there. And even if it did fucking explode, that is still a pretty big fire for a small. I'm guessing like what, a disposable lighter. We're all thinking of here.
Hmm.
Just left in your jeans pockets.
Moving along.
My internet gone out? Oh no.
Pennsylvania police arrest nude man after school bus stolen with dead deer inside.
Is this a carry-on from the story about the dead teenagers? Or?
No, I am just, as we run up to the titular article, I am this is where I bunch together all the difficult to understand stories.
Okay, good to know where we're at.
A man was arrested in York County after 2 chases with law enforcement in York and Adams counties, one of which police say involved a stolen school bus with a dead deer inside.
Okay.
They interviewed... I'm not even reading the story. Fuck it. The nude man...
I think it's all in the headline, to be honest.
Yeah,
mate.
it's just ramifications are afoot. Indeed. Indeed. You guys know about the Kool-Aid Man Challenge?
No.
Unfortunately, it's just what you think it is. There's some guys doing the Kool-Aid Man Challenge.
Yeah. Just dudes being dudes.
Throwing themselves through walls.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's where he went.
Yeah.
I thought he was still stood there.
Oh, come on, New York Post. Fuck off. This is why you get more bandwidth, guys. Try it again. No? Yes? Oh, thank you, New York Post. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. And he's, yeah, right through there. And his buddy, too. Fuck yeah. And this is the new trend on TikTok. Throwing yourself through walls.
It's a dickheaded move, but also you are really bringing to light the frankly shoddy craftsmanship behind that fence.
I didn't think that's what you were going to say. I thought you were going to say the shoddy craftsmanship behind pranks and trends. Like, go back to the Cinnamon Challenge. At least you're only fucking hurting yourself. This is just, This is just uncreative vandalism.
It is, but that is also a shit fucking fence.
You don't think you could
If
bust
they
through a
can't
regular
stop
fence?
a human, you know, like, they could just shoulder barge their way in through a fence of that size. Don't get me wrong, it's a dickheaded move. It's destruction of someone else's property. But also, what a dickheaded move is the fucking cowboy builder who built that fence. That is terrible.
This is impossible. Don't do that.
Polly?
Yes, Drunkle. What's up?
Happy first contact day. What the fuck, man?
What's the problem?
Look, everyone else saw that, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
saw it.
All right.
I don't see the problem.
No, you no.
Valine, thank you for the 825. That Chandler shooting case is one on the southern edge of the Phoenix Metro, where the retirement communities border the reservation. Some houses down there are $1 to $2 million, right up against the reservation, huh? Just what the fuck?
Are you going to explain yourself?
I think it's self-evident. No,
I think it requires further discussion.
You can always look at it again for 825. I mean, like I said, I think all the information required is right there in the video clip.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, my feeling is that's a pretty shitty, very, very shitty trend.
It is very shitty. I mean, there's not been very many trends that aren't very shitty, are there? Like there was the, you know, the ones where they would, or the ice bucket challenge. At least people were donating money for that. And okay, fair enough. This is just dumb.
Yeah, no kidding.
Come on, do Artemis 2. I've seen you go over it so many times. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you want to talk about Artemis 2? Yeah.
I do.
All right. You know what pisses me off about this? And it really does piss me right the fuck off? The way they did this one astronaut. This is CNN. Welcome to CNN, am I right? So there's the 4 astronauts NASA picked for the first crewed mission in 50 fucking years. Fuck yeah! Yeah, absolutely. And qualified up the ass, every fucking last one of them. When you read their descriptions, it's just fucking amazing. Now, Coke, first name Rachel, I believe?
Line of.
Christina Koch. Okay. So Christina Koch, she has done 6 spacewalks. She did one spacewalk for one space journey for 328 days out there. She is an electrical engineer. She developed the instruments that have been used on multiple NASA missions, both hers and others. She's a native of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and she also spent a year at the South Pole, an arduous stay that would help her prepare for the intensity of a moon mission. Now,
this is Chief O'Brien. This is female Chief O'Brien. This is Queef O'Brien.
Yeah, like incredibly, like electrical engineer, fucking 6 fucking spacewalks, 328 days for one. Now, how does CNN write it up?
Wow.
Yeah. Koch, 44, is a veteran of 6 spacewalks, including the first all-female spacewalk in 2019. She holds the record for the longest single space flight by a woman. Oh, I would be incredibly insulted if I were her.
Yes, I agree. There's a Glover as well. The first black man to visit the moon.
Yes.
Like how you.
This is impossible. Don't do that.
Polly.
Yes, Drunkle.
Happy first contact day.
And to you as well, sir. Cult Krill, thank you for the 825. Is this from the episode where Geordi programmed a holographic version of the Enterprise's computer's designer and fell in love with it? I see what you did there. Twas, yeah. Booby Trap. That would be season 3, episode 6, I'm going to guess. At the beginning of season 3, yeah. Dr. Leah Brahms, or Pennywise, as I've come to know her.
Oh, I see. You see, it did require further discussion. Two of my biggest fears right there, clowns and black men.
Just a little explanation on that one helped.
Just a little tidbit of information. But Polly, like, she's got fucking qualifications coming out. She's got experience up to her fucking swinging Canadian tits. And just like Glover has been just taken down, despite all of that, to the first woman or the first black man, the first Canadian. Who gives a shit when we're talking about actual endeavors that take us outside of our own atmosphere? Can we not leave the fucking race and gender politics on Earth, please?
They absolutely full on, and they need to say it about every single person as a first. So you have like the 3 Americans and 1 Canadian, because that's how it's being funded and whatever. So the first Canadian to ever. So who is the Canadian Hands? He's a fucking fighter pilot that's got training and qualifications up the ass.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he's the first Canadian. Like, do you always have to write up everything as a matter of someone's first? Yes, is the answer. Yeah. Why?
Open with that, you know? Like, this fucking badass fighter pilot, fucking 81 confirmed kills, fucking 4 different tours, as actually fingered an alien. No, he's a Canadian. That's what you got to do. I love how he's at the back, though, because, you know, that's where Canadians should be. Dude, these are like 4 of the most badass people on the planet. These are the best of the best of the best.
Yeah.
And they just get reduced to woman, black man,
yeah,
Canadian, which is fair. Look, we do deserve fucking some disabled people in space, so I am happy to see a Canadian up there.
That guy's
About
got
time
like
they did something.
a fucking
Right,
Bruce
overcoming
Timm kind of
adversity.
jaw. I mean, it looks like
Dude, that jaw could fucking break bricks.
Yeah, it looks like a character from
What do you think
the
they're
original Batman
landing with?
animated series.
What do you think they plan on landing with?
Yeah.
He's cheating. Yeah.
Holy shit! I just don't get any of. When it was Valine who fucking first pointed it out to me, that it's like, look at the way that they are talking about this woman in media, Christina Koch, and when I was telling Far, she looked it up. The Australian news agency or whatever it is, one of their national news services, was just first woman and black man in space. That's the headline. Is about her being a woman and him being a black man. And it's like, gee, it is the news entertainers. It's not us. It's them.
Everything they've ever done has just been trumped by gender and skin color. It's absolutely, it's insulting. These are like scientific fucking Olympiads, you know,
and hardcore as fuck because they're they're fighter pilots and living down in the fucking South Pole and in survival stuff and like. Okay, so not only are you hardcore, you're fucking all brilliant degree holders and technical geniuses. For fuck's sake, it's like, yeah, but they're black and they have certain genitals. Oh, right, that's what matters. Forgot.
What is it? Dave Cullen always said the soft bigotry of low expectations. You know, you go through all the qualifications. Oh, yeah, she lived at the fucking South Pole. She spent almost a fucking year in space. Now imagine all those qualifications, but it's done by a woman. So, yeah, all right, fine, brilliant. I don't give a shit. Horseshoe theory is real, man.
Yeah. And
it's got to be heartbreaking, though, because they're only orbiting around the moon and
the same
returning.
way 2 days in a row. Ugh. I'm not going to let you hurt me anymore.
Yeah, that's how it ends with women every time, isn't
it? But it's Artemis 3 that is actually going to land on the moon again.
Yeah.
So this has got to be a little bit heartbreaking for this crew. They're going to orbit around and then have to come home again. You'd want to land, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd want to touch the fucking moon.
That's where the trans people are going to be. The people that are actually going to land on it's going to be the first trans person on the moon. Nice.
Yeah, and then the rocket comes back without them. Oh no!
Gamer Blade, thank you for the 1025. The female is the most legit credentialed one of the crew, but they make it sound like they were playing Spice Girls while spacewalking. Yeah, all female spacewalk. Like what the fuck? I'm willing to bet that all the women that were involved in that spacewalk are highly qualified. They just didn't say, "Hey, you got a vagina? Get out the door."
I mean, do you think that the all-female spacewalk was done on purpose, or was it just a case of these are the best people we've got for the job, and they just all happen to be women?
You know, that's a good question. I don't know.
Because you really, really hope when it comes to fucking extraterrestrial endeavors, we're not doing let's do an all-woman thing.
Unfortunately, I think that they will be and are. You know.
I kind of agree with you, but then why hasn't there been a first all-black spacewalk? Well, I guess you'd never find them again.
Right, and I'm the one who's going to bring down your channel. Okay.
Well, Look, space is black.
I know, I get the joke. I'm aware. Saying. Moving along. So you know I love some sinkholes.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I do. Massive Texas sinkhole, stable for 15 years, is fucking growing again. And I'm like, okay, what did it look like originally before it started growing? Well, it looked like this.
Jesus.
Fuck. It's 260 feet deep and 3 football fields wide. And it exposed itself in just over 2 days.
How wide is that in elephants?
Well, think about this.
Two.
Well, they said 260 meters for that asteroid was 90 elephants.
Yeah.
So this thing's got to be a few hundred. Oof. That's a lot of fucking elephants. I mean, if you could lose big industrial vehicles down there, certainly you could lose some elephants.
Yeah, you probably already have. How does one fix a sinkhole besides just building over the top of it?
That's exactly what you do, and it just keeps. Oh, yeah, no picture.
It doesn't help, I guess, because stable after 15 years. All right. Even Vesuvius was dormant for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, they really did just pave over it, and they've discovered that it's growing again. They just filled in the space, and it's getting there. It was right there on the edge of the. Oh yeah, thanks.
They actually just built over it. Good lord.
Leaving those. That is where the hole is, and they've done their seismic geological ground radar shit, and oh my god, the fucking thing's growing again.
So first of all, fuck you, New York Times, for suggesting there was anything sinister or homophobic about what we said. So you can pound sand.
Fucking right you can. Right. And... No? No? Okay. Caroline, thank you for the 325. I just love how Christina Koch dismissed CNN, and they didn't paraphrase to hide it. Yeah.
I'm offended on Sinatra's behalf.
I think Sinatra's okay with it.
This is not his choice.
Yeah. Yeti13, thank you for the 975. Remember, folks, 100% of space crime is committed by a woman. It's true.
It's true. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I had forgotten about that, actually. Thank you. Yeti13. And of all astronauts, only a female astronaut's driven across the country nonstop in a diaper.
Please elaborate on that.
Oh, you don't remember that story? So there was this love triangle between three astronauts, and there was this one female astronaut that was like, fuck that, you ain't gonna take my man, to this other female astronaut. And she was in California. She needed to drive across the country to Florida, I believe, to confront this bitch. So to not stop any more than she had to get there as quickly as possible, she threw a whole bunch of food and drinks and water and shit in the car and put on a diaper and just defecated and urinated the whole way there.
Yeah, I remember now.
She was going to confront, like, as soon as she possibly could. I wasn't going to let a 2-minute bathroom break slow her down.
It's going to be a shitty argument.
Yeah. All right.
She was pissed.
Moving on to our titular article. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. A cross between domestic pigs and wild boars was intentionally bred in Canada. The resulting super pigs escaped captivity and could be invading the United States.
That's what we need more of.
That's it.
Super
it's no longer
swine.
a crime wave.
They're coming.
It's super swine.
What?
It's not an animal crime wave anymore. This is an animal war. They're actually invading the US.
They bred super pigs, and they've escaped.
Which we all knew they would.
Well,
we've all seen Jurassic Park.
Just regular fucking boars and whatnot, regular swine escaped that people were farming in Texas, and look at their invasive problem that they've got now with wild hogs. It's completely, wildly out of control. They have bred super pigs. And you, like you said, you didn't think they were going to escape? No, I absolutely would have assumed that they were going to.
I would have bet money on it.
They're smart, conniving, fucking tough as hell. They're bacon-wrapped tanks.
Super?
Yeah. And who knows what superpowers they bred them to have. Yeah, Frank Cap, war pigs. Breeding fucking war pigs. Farmers in Canada crossbred domestic pigs with wild boars going back to the 1980s. When the market collapsed, the super pigs escaped and began to spread rapidly across the country. The pigs may be invading the U.S., where feral pigs already pose environmental problems in the South. Yeah.
Let loose the hogs of war.
The cross between the domestic pig and the wild boars bred in Canada decades ago. After escaping captivity, the super pigs spread throughout the country, wreaking havoc on native species and crops. Yeah, it's what they do. And it doesn't matter how many of them you shoot, because they constantly have litters of multiple piglets.
It's going to be...
Remember, Drunkle, this is a thing that exists.
Let it go, Sin. I knew that was coming, you bastard.
I will not.
Do you think now that in a couple of years' time, there's going to be, as the US is overran by feral super pigs, and everyone's there with their single shot guns, and it's not enough because they're roaming in groups of 30 to 40, and then someone probably with green hair and a septum piercing says, "If only there was a gun that could take out a load of them at the same time." And everyone will go, well, there was.
Yeah. Oh, this pisses me off. It's there's nothing to do but fucking shoot them down, and people are like, well, we don't want it. It's mean. And it's like, no, you need to, like, even allowing no bag limit and year-round, open season and still can't keep a control of their fucking population. All of those northern border states, you think they're gonna? Well, okay, Montana would, but like, think about the other ones. Where's the farmland in Canada? But what's on the other side of it? The Dakotas? Jesus. Yeah.
Stin, do you remember that video of the hog traps?
Yes.
I think that would be quite relevant right now.
Yeah, you use those with a little bit of tannerite, you're having a good day.
I'm okay with the exploding pig trap. Very cool.
Is there any good eating in these super pigs?
Well, that's a good question. Somebody just said a regular pig is probably ignoring chat, bookwormatic. No, I was actually just looking for the comment you made with, there it is, Christmas hams for everyone. Damn right. Boar ham.
From what I understand, no, they are not good eats.
But this is a crossbreed though, so
yeah,
you know.
And somebody else said that it's like apparently the two crossbred is tasty, and it's like, okay, I'd be willing to believe that. I've never had the wild boar, like from Texas or Florida, the invasive wild boar, but I've heard some people say it's good, and some people say no, it's absolutely awful. And then other people said wild turkey, not the delicious bourbon, but the bird. No, it's disgusting. If you like turkey, you will hate wild turkey because it's gamey and stringy and whatnot. And then other people are like, you're full of shit. No, it's delicious. So I have no idea.
It depends how hungry you are. I can imagine wild boar being, quite tough as they are, as you said, bacon wrapped tanks. So even slow cooked, I can imagine that meat being incredibly tough. But then this is also crossbred with a domestic pig, which is famously delicious. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This could be a blessing in disguise, and all of a sudden you can hunt down the super pig and get yourself some super bacon.
Yeah. I mean, a bunch of people are saying that, no, they're delicious. And Jurassic pork. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the winner. That's what I should have called the stream. Jurassic pork. Fuck.
That's pretty good.
What did I call it? Cross-border super swine, I think was the name of the stream.
There's still time. There's still time. We're just going to change it now. No.
Super swine equals Jurassic pork. Or the rise of Jurassic pork. Fucking
Jurassic
hell.
pork world.
My God. So, yeah, it's not just going to be, and caused problems in the southern United States and now the northern United States. And since they're going hog wild up there in Canada.
Hey!
Yeah. I can only imagine the restrictions that Justin Trudeau has placed upon anybody going after these animals, where it's like, it's not inclusive enough, or you can't have guns to go do it, or even if you do have a fuck ton of guns to go do it, farmers with their rifles and shotguns and whatnot, it's like, no, you can't shoot them. You need to get a license for that. It's fucking 1984 dystopia restriction up there.
Yeah, pig edition.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. Like, you don't want to wait until they start fucking up the ecosystem and taking down crops and shit like that. But I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I say do it now.
I remember reading that article about the. Well, yeah, this is what happens when it's like, this is humans' fault. You want to take care of it by like blowing them the fuck away. Wasn't there a better thing to do? Not with how fast they breed. They're invasive as hell and tough as hell. And there's a reason you have to cook wild boar. The videos that I have watched, you really got to cook the shit out of it because they're full of 1,000 different pathogens because they're tough as fuck. Their immune systems. They just keep going and going. And can eat goddamn near anything, like a billy goat. Surviving off fucking tin cans and shit.
Fuck yeah. They're land sharks. Actually, Trudeau's going to be like, we must learn to coexist with the super pigs. And to that we say, hogs wash.
Yeah. In a pig's eye.
Who says we have to learn to coexist with them?
Trudeau.
Well, as Trudeau said, if you kill your enemy, they've won.
Okay, well, they win.
That must explain why Canada is such a globally dominating power.
Can you believe that's an actual quote?
I can.
Holy
actually,
fuck.
From him, yes. Yes, I can. No, Justin. It's the opposite of that, sir.
All right, so there it is. That is the stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It was a good time. Lots of strange articles. But yeah, I had fun going over them. So, where does that leave us, boys? What are you up to after the stream? Drunkle, are you going to be gaming?
Unfortunately not, no, as I have work tomorrow, a little bit earlier than usual. But I will be back tomorrow, and we will be continuing with the XCOM-alom. Oh, it was a fucking massacre last stream, Polly.
Really?
It was an absolute... There was people in the chat just actually feeling sorry for me. It was that bad. And it wasn't through any fault of my own. All the enemies spawned in one fucking spot. But Fake Gamer Cat, still alive. Against all odds.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. So I will be back tomorrow. Unfortunately not tonight, but I will be back tomorrow. A little bit past midnight my time.
Uh-huh.
On .tv/DrunklePlays.
Nice. And Sinatra, you got a video going up?
I got a stream highlight going up on the second channel, and once I get the title and shit taken care of, I will have a video going up on the Silent Sin.
Very nice. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everybody in chat for coming and hanging out, and to all of the very, very generous people who donated. Greatly appreciated. And on your way out, if you haven't already, please hit that like button or go on over to Twitter and retweet the twit. And then, yeah, promotion. And if you haven't already or are listening in the future, hello from the past. Feel free to type a comment below. I get a chance to read most of them and or read all of them, respond to most, which I actually haven't done in a bit. So I have to get on that so I can keep using my saying. But in the meantime, Drunkle, where can they find us next?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. EST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island. Pollybobs.
Excellent. I'll be there. So, see
Just
you all there.
rubbing artwork.
In the meantime, have a good night, everyone.